We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many feature films starring Brad Pitt as they could. Richard, can you elaborate?
Yeah, we're looking for feature films made for cinema release for which Brad Pitt receives an acting credit. A few things we're not looking for. We're not looking for short films, TV films, any films that have yet to be released. We're not looking for films where he's played himself, but voice performances do count. There are 35 Brad Pitt movies to choose from.
OK, thanks, Richard. Right, Carolyn and Beth, before the show, you all drew lots, and today it turns out you will be starting us off. So, Carolyn, we are looking for a lovely, obscure feature film starring Brad Pitt.
The Mexican?
The Mexican. Let's see how many of our 100 people said The Mexican. It's correct. Down it goes. It's good. It's very good. Very good indeed. That means only 4 of our 100 people said The Mexican. That kicks Carolyn and Beth off with an admirably low score of 4. Richard, The Mexican.
Yeah, 2001, he stars alongside Julia Roberts. Good answer.
Very good. On to our next pair. Jane.
Yes.
What are you going to give me? I want a feature film starring Brad Pitt, preferably one no one has thought of.
Fight Club.
OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said Fight Club. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. That means 22 of our 100 people said Fight Club. Not a bad answer. On to our next pair. Tori.
OK, I don't know how good it is, but I'm going to say 7.
Let's see how many of our 100 people said 7. It's good. That means 12 of our 100 people said 7. OK, Phil, we are looking for feature films starring Brad Pitt.
Thelma and Louise.
Let's see how many of our 100 people said Thelma and Louise. It's another good one. That gives Phil and Chris a score of 12. OK, Neil. A nice, obscure Brad Pitt film.
Right, trying to think of obscure ones. Go for 7 Years in Tibet.
I like that. Let's see how many of our 100 people said 7 years in Tibet. Well, it's correct. That's a fantastic answer. That means only 3 of our 100 people said 7 years in Tibet. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at the scoreboard and see how we're doing. Well, it's a pretty tight bunch, I'd say, there. Obviously, Jane and Anne-Marie are out in front there with 22. Bit of a margin between you and the rest. Neil and David on 3, looking very, very safe there. Keep up that low scoring and you'll definitely be through to the next round. OK, we're going to come back up the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, David, we are looking for feature films starring Brad Pitt. You are our low scorers on 3. If you want to avoid becoming the high scorers and overtaking Anne-Marie and Jane on 22, you want to be scoring 18 or less with this answer. There is your red line. There's the safety line. If you come below that line, you are through to the next round. If you're above that red line, you become the high scorers and risk being eliminated.
I'm going to go for True Romance.
True Romance. Very good. Let's see how many of our 100 people said True Romance. Oh, it's good. You're through. Fantastic. That means only 2 of our 100 people said True Romance. That brings your total up to a very impressive low of 5. Very good indeed. On to our next pair. Chris, you are on 12. Just to remind you, our high scorers are Anne-Marie and Jane on 22. You have to score 9 or less if you want to avoid overtaking them and becoming the new high scorer.
I'm going to have to say Meet Joe Black.
Let's see how many of our 100 people said Meet Joe Black. Not bad. It's good. It's just not quite good enough to see you safely through. That means 12 of our 100 people said Meet Joe Black. That takes your total up to 24. You are our new high scorers, but the round is not over yet by a long chalk. OK, Nia, you are on 12. To avoid overtaking Chris and Phil, who are our new high scorers, you have to score 11 or less with this answer.
I'm going to go with Legends of the Fall.
Let's see how many of our 100 people said Legends of the Fall. It's falling. It's good enough. That means 4 of our 100 people said Legends of the Fall. That takes your total up to 16. You are through to the next round. Well done. Now then, Anne-Marie, you were our high scorers at the halfway point. You are on 22. Phil and Chris are on 24. You really want to be scoring 1 or less with this to avoid becoming the new high scorers. I'm looking for a Brad Pitt film.
The one that I'm going to have to go for that I hope is a low answer is Interview with the Vampire.
OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said Interview with a Vampire. It's not bad. That's great news for Phil and Chris. That means they are now definitely through to the next round. But that's bad news for you, Jane and Anne-Marie, as you are now our high scorers and could be leaving. But the round's not over yet. Beth, you are currently on 4. You have to score 21 or less with this answer, otherwise you will be off the show.
It's either Johnny Suede, The Image, or Across the Tracks. I don't know if it's a short film or not. Johnny Suede.
OK, this has to score you 21 or less. There is your red line. If you come below that red line, you are sailing through to the next round. Above that red line, and you are off the show. Simple as that. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Johnny Suede. That's correct. You're through. And it's pointless. That means that none of our 100 people said Johnny Suede, and that adds £250 to today's jackpot, taking the total up to an embarrassing £8,500. Very good indeed. So that's the end of round 1, and the losing pair with the highest score, I'm afraid, is Jane and Anne-Marie. Bad luck.
Never mind.
26 is a really low score. I mean, that must be one of the lowest scores that anyone's ever been eliminated on. Richard, what answers should they have gone for?
Well, there were 7 pointless answers. Beth, as you said, Across the Tracks was another one of your choices. That would have been a pointless answer. Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, he's got a very small part in. Cool World, Johnny Suede. Sinbad, Legend of the Seven Seas, and The Dark Side of the Sun. They were all pointless. Let's take a look at the most obvious ones. These are the worst things you could have said. Ocean's 12 would have got you 31 points. Ocean's 11 would have got you 37. And just because they didn't make an Ocean's 10, Mr. and Mrs. Smith was the worst answer of all.
Thanks very much. Jane and Anne-Marie, you just didn't have that pointless Brad Pitt knowledge you needed to win, so I'm afraid we have to say goodbye to you. But you have been fantastic contestants. Thanks so much for playing. Thank you. OK, and our question concerns top-grossing movies worldwide. Richard.
I'm going to show you 7 clues on each board, and the answer to each of those clues is one of the top 100 grossing movies of all time. 7 on the first board, 7 on the second, 14 in all for you to have a go at home. Good luck.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our first board of top-grossing films, or at least clues towards them. And here they are. First, spin-off film from the Harry Potter franchise starring Eddie Redmayne, 2016. Full title of the 5th film in which Johnny Depp plays Captain Jack Sparrow, 2017. Animated film featuring the voice of Ellen DeGeneres as a forgetful fish named Dory, 2003. The first film in which Jennifer Lawrence plays Katniss Everdeen, 2012. Film in which Bernard Hill plays the real-life Captain Smith, 1997. Judi Dench plays M for the 7th time in this film, 2012. And film about the ability to steal secrets and plant ideas through dream-sharing technology, 2010. I'll read those clues again. First spin-off film from the Harry Potter franchise starring Eddie Redmayne. Full title of the 5th film in which Johnny Depp plays Captain Jack Sparrow. Animated film featuring the voice of Ellen DeGeneres as a forgetful fish named Dory. The first film in which Jennifer Lawrence plays Katniss Everdeen. Film in which Bernard Hill plays the real-life Captain Smith. Judi Dench plays M for the 7th time in this film. And film about the ability to steal secrets and plant ideas through dream-sharing technology. There we are. Helen, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you here.
Lovely to be here.
What do you do, Helen?
I'm a civil servant. I work in a complaint handling service.
Do you have to be very thick-skinned to work in complaint handling?
A little bit, yes.
Ah. And what do you do to forget about all of that?
I like to... I listen to a lot of music, rock, bit of heavy metal. I like to do some arty things, so I do a bit of photography, some cross-stitch, some varied interests.
Very varied and commendable interests you have there. Now then, what would you like to go for on this board?
Well, I know a few of them, torn between two. I think I'm going to go for the top one, which I think is Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, says Helen. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. It's right. 28, not bad at all. Good start to the show. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Yeah, made $814 million. If you add it to all the Harry Potter films as well, made over $8 billion. This is of August 2017, where all of these things are taken from, but over $8 billion. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
Ooh.
Yeah. You know 7 billion? Add a billion.
Yeah. I mean, you know, a billion. That's
yeah,
still,
that's plenty.
Isn't that a lot?
That is plenty.
Yeah.
That was a jackpot last show, wasn't it?
It was. Oh, they were good, weren't they?
Yeah, amazing. They're very happy, weren't they?
Weren't they? Weren't they? Dave T, welcome to the show. Tell me about yourself, Dave T.
I work as a contractor for my own business.
What does the business do?
So, effectively, I work for a financial services, so I set the business up 2 years ago.
How's it going?
Very good.
And what were you doing before you set that up? Were you working for someone else?
Yeah, so I've worked for various companies throughout the country and throughout the world. I've been in India, Saudi Arabia, and various places in the country. Leeds, Fareham, Southampton, Newbury.
Any of these might be answers to a question coming up later, so I'm just remembering them. Good for you. Good Pointless training there. So then, Dave T, what's grabbing you from this board?
Well, cinema's not my greatest subject, I will be totally honest. So the one I'll go for, I do like James Bond, and I'm trying to remember the 7th time she played, so I'm going to guess Quantum of Solace.
Quantum of Solace, says Dave T. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Quantum of Solace for 2012. Ooh, bad luck, Dave. Bad luck. That scores you 100 points, I'm afraid.
Sorry, Dave, although we know what happens when one Dave gets 100.
It was spectacular.
We haven't had a 200 club for a while, have we?
Actually, we really haven't.
Yeah, we really haven't.
Yeah.
I don't think we've got a double Dave in the 200 club.
No, I don't think we have. In fact, we haven't.
That would be lovely.
That would be nice. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Kathy, welcome back.
Thank you.
Remind us what you do, Kathy.
I'm a lab technician at a pharmaceutical company.
And we're not doing that.
I like listening to rock music and going to gigs. And I also like being on the back of my husband's motorbike.
Oh, you didn't tell us about the motorbike. Is that how you got down to see Alter Bridge at the Albert Hall?
Well remembered. No, came on the train.
Now then, Kathy, what are you going to go for on this board? Still loads there.
I'm going to go for the Forgetful Fish, and I think that is Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo, says Kathy. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for Finding Nemo. It's right. 60 for Finding Nemo.
And that made $940 million, and the sequel, Finding Dory, made over $1 billion.
Did you make a film?
Yeah, about a fish that we can't find.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Not a terrible idea. Thank you very much, Richard. Fliss, welcome.
Thank you.
Fliss, I can tell you with some confidence you are the first Fliss we've had on the show.
Oh, right.
Isn't that ridiculous?
Okay.
It's taken till now. Double Dave and a Fliss, all on one show. Amazing. What do you do, Fliss?
My last job, they made me redundant. I was a school administrator, but it was really good news, really, because I then got the best job in the world of being a grandma.
Oh, lovely.
Looking after grandchildren or helping
Very
out,
nice.
yeah.
And how many grandchildren have you got now?
Well, I've got the 5-year-old who I helped, and there's a 7-month-old as well that's sort of waiting in the wings, so...
Ah, lovely. Very nice indeed. And what do you like getting up to, Fliss?
Listen to a lot of music. I think I have an eclectic taste. Anything from Gilbert and Sullivan to grime.
Very good. Very impressive indeed. Now, Fliss, this board is all yours. Do you feel like just having a crack at each one and then saying which one you want to be your proper answer?
Well, I'd love to be able to do that, but like Dave, it's not a good subject for me. But I am going to go for the Judi Dench question and hope that that's Skyfall.
Skyfall, says Fliss. Let's see if that is right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Skyfall. It is Skyfall. There we are. Well, the high score is 100, which you passed as you started down the column. 20, the lowest score of the pass, Fliss. Very well done indeed. New low score.
Well played, Fliss. First film ever to make over £100 million at the UK box office. It revealed M's real name as well, which was Olivia Mansfield. Now, let's fit in the rest of this board, shall we? It's Pirates of the Caribbean, Salazar's Revenge. I would have scored you 5 points, a terrific answer. The first Jennifer Lawrence, Katniss Everdeen film is simply The Hunger Games. Would have scored you 35. Now, this is a much more famous film than its score would suggest.
It's Titanic.
Titanic, yep. Bernard Hill plays Captain Smith. I would have scored 21. Down the bottom there...
It's a great film. Inception.
Inception. And Inception would have scored you 19. So Pirates of the Caribbean, Salazar's Revenge is the best answer up there.
Imagine having to put that up on the thing outside a cinema.
Goodness me.
Be up and down the ladder with
Especially
all the
if it
letters.
was on the same bill as Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Oh, I know.
Our film, Where's My Cod, is going to be so much easier. Isn't it?
Thank you very much indeed. We're halfway through the round. Let's take a quick look at those scores. 20, well done, Fliss. Best score of the pass. Fliss and Mary looking very strong contenders for round 2, I think we can say at this point. 28 is where we find Helen and Robin, ditto. 60, Kathy and Michael, not bad, but that's largely in light of Double Dave there. I'm afraid on 100, I'm sorry, that was a tough opening round for you. But Dave B, I just somehow think you're going to be able to pull some Double Dave magic out there and do something...
Something spectacular.
That's what I'm hoping for. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 7 more clues up on the board. All of these top-grossing movies worldwide. Shares a title with the name given to the holiday celebrated on the 4th of July in the USA, 1996. Remake of a Disney classic in which Ian McKellen voices a mantle clock, 2017. Angelina Jolie plays the title character in this film about a horned, vengeful fairy, 2014. James Cameron film about the fictional Na'vi people who live on Pandora, 2009. Disaster movie starring Chiwetel Ejiofor, John Cusack and Amanda Peet, 2009. The first film that sees Bradley Cooper lend his voice to a bounty-hunting raccoon named Rocket, 2014. Film based on the Hans Christian Andersen story The Snow Queen, 2013. I'll read those all again. Shares a title with the name given to the holiday celebrated on the 4th of July in the USA. Remake of a Disney classic in which Ian McKellen voices a mantle clock. Angelina Jolie plays the title character in this film about a horned, vengeful fairy. James Cameron film about the fictional Na'vi people who live on Pandora. Disaster movie starring Chiwetel Ejiofor, John Cusack and Amanda Peet. First film that sees Bradley Cooper lend his voice to a bounty-hunting raccoon named Rocket. And film based on the Hans Christian Andersen story The Snow Queen. Mary, welcome to Pointless.
Hello.
Lovely to have you here from Sussex.
From Sussex, yes.
And what keeps you busy down in Sussex?
Well, I used to be a teacher, but I'm not anymore. And I love my animals, but the only one I have left now is a pig. And I love her. She's called Two Spot because she has 2 spots. And people malign pigs, but they're just so clever and they're just fabulous. And
also so delicious. But they are.
I know.
Have you had litters of piglets
No,
with
I
two
haven't.
spots?
Although we do have wild boar around us, so we were a bit worried that
You might
we
ha-
might
get
get boarlets, but we never did.
Boarlets?
No.
Are they called boarlets, or is that...
Well, I don't.
Me-
That's what
me-
we call them. But they
Ballings.
make good sausages.
They do. Oh, they do. Mary, now, there you are on 20. Fabulous low score from Fliss. 79 or less, and you are straight through to the next round.
Well, again, not awfully good at films, but I'm going to go for the top one, which I think is Independence Day.
Independence Day, says Mary. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Here's your red line, nice and high. It's right, and you're through. There we are, 64, good enough. 84 is your total.
It was released on the Independence Day weekend.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Michael, welcome back.
Thank you.
To Pointless. Remind us what you do, Michael.
I'm a retired bookmaker, and now I travel up and down the country visiting as many racecourses as I possibly can.
See, that's fun. The owner's enclosure.
Of course.
Do you swan about a bit?
I try not to.
I'd be tempted. How many times have you been into the winner's enclosure?
Fortunately, some horses that I've owned in the past have been very successful, I think. Maybe 8 or 10 times I've had winners. So
that's exciting.
Relatively successful.
Very exciting indeed. Now, Michael, there you are on 60. The high scorer's still double Dave behind you. So a score of 39 or less gets you through.
Not brilliant with films. It's a bit of a stab in the dark, but I'm hoping that the James Cameron film was Avatar.
Avatar, says Michael. Here is your red line. Get below this red line with Avatar and you are through to the next round for sure. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Avatar. It's right. Oh, very well done indeed. Look at that, 35. 39 required. Perfect economy, 95 is your total.
Highest grossing movie of all time as of August 2017.
I didn't know that.
2.8 billion. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't love it. It was no Turner and Hooch.
No, it was not.
Yeah.
It was not. Thank you. Now then, Dave B. Welcome to Pointless. Great to have you with us. Tell us about yourself, Dave.
Well, when I applied for the show, I was a 999 call taker. Now, a self-employed childminder with my wife, which we run ourselves.
Very good indeed. So how long ago did you apply for the show? Because that really could be 7 years ago.
Yeah, no, it was only a couple of months ago. So the decision kind of was building up to that point. So I've been doing the call taking for 10 years.
Right, so quite nice to be doing the childminding now.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
Yeah, they call me Daddy Dave, the kids.
Daddy Dave.
It's a bit Daddy Daycare-ish.
Yeah, that's good. Daddy Dave care. It's this is as it should be. Now, and what are your interests, Dave?
Play a bit of golf. Got a bucket list in a minute going because we're both knocking on 50's door. So I've got quite a few things on there. I started to play the bass guitar was one of them.
You any good? How long have you been going for?
Couple of years. I play it like a middle-aged man trying to learn a bass guitar.
That's pretty much how all bassists play it.
Yeah, exactly. That's how they all start.
There we go. Now, Dave, you're the high scorers at this point. Who knows? Everything is in the hands of Robin after you've given your answer. And I can tell you now, Robin and Helen are on 28. So if you score 27 or less, that means you're just ready to take advantage of a slip, should there be one. Robin, I'm not wishing that on you. I'm just saying it's an eventuality.
Well, I know 3 of them. 2 have already gone, and 1 I think I know, but I think it's going to be quite a high answer. The remake of a Disney classic. I think it's Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast, says Dave. No red line for you, as you are the high scorers. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for Beauty and the Beast. It's right. 41. Takes your total up to 141.
Ended up making around 1.3 billion, which is the most ever for a spring-released film and the most ever for a PG film as well.
Goodness me. Robin, listen, I've got great news for you. You are through to the next round. You are through. Tell us what you do, Robin.
I work in the exciting world of official statistics. Yes.
Wow, that is exciting.
Indeed.
And what, any particular area of statistics you work in, or is it just statistics?
Health and social care. and some community care now as well.
That's the sweet spot in statistics, isn't it? That's
It's
lovely.
beautiful.
And what are your interests, Robin?
I'm another person who likes to listen to heavy metal. I like all the kind of geeky things, so video games, comics, all that kind of stuff.
Very good indeed. Which kind of could feed into a sort of deep knowledge of film. Sometimes it does.
Quite possibly.
Sometimes. Anyway, let's find out. Do you want to fill in all the blanks for us?
I can try. So, the Angelina Jolie film, I'll guess at Maleficent. The disaster movie, I certainly haven't seen, but I might guess at 2012 for that. The film based on The Snow Queen, probably thinking Frozen. I'm going to go with the Bradley Cooper one, and mainly because I know that. That's Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy, says Robin. There is no red line for you as you're already through, which is great. But let's see how many of our 100 people said Guardians of the Galaxy. It is right. I think that's a good answer, Robin. It is a good answer. Down it goes to 18. Takes your total up to a wonderfully low 46.
Not only is that a good answer, but you knew every single other one as well.
Wow.
Got all of them. The Vengeful Fairy is Maleficent, and that would have scored you 26. I certainly didn't realise 2012 had done so well. I never saw it either. That would have scored you 6 points. And you're quite right about Frozen. Frozen would have scored you 20. So the best answer on the board is 2012. Well done if you said that.
Thank you very much, Richard. So at the end of our first round, the pair we have to send home with their high score of 141. It's double Dave. I think they're planning something big for next time.
This is.
I think that's what it is.
It's a clever. Remember that score, 141, because there'll be something in the next one. You know what I mean? They'll do something clever.
Yeah,
it'll be like a Three Musketeers thing. It'll be all for one, one for one. It'll be something like that. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It's going to be something spectacular.
Yeah. Thanks very much, Richard. Dave and Dave, we will see you again next time. Look forward to that very much indeed. But meantime, thanks very much for playing. Dave and Dave. Thank you very much. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and this is Pointless, the quiz show where the lowest scorers are the biggest winners. To stay in the game, our contestants need to score as few points as possible. And the way they do that is by giving those little-known answers that no one else can remember. We've asked all our questions on Pointless to 100 people before the show. All our contestants have to do is find those obscure answers that as few of our 100 people gave as possible. So, for example, we gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many countries with a population larger than the UK as they could. And we found out that 97 of them said the USA, an obvious answer that would score you a horribly high 97 points. However, only 39 of them said Brazil, a less obvious country that would score you a respectably low 39 points. Now, occasionally, there are even some answers that none of our 100 people could name. So, for example, none of them said Ethiopia, so that would have been a truly pointless country. And that would score you absolutely nothing. You see, that is just what you want. And if you find any of those, then we will add £250 to today's jackpot. Right, let's meet today's players. Karen and Pete, welcome back. We give everyone 2 chances to reach the Pointless final, and today is your final chance. Can you remind us where you're from and how you two know each other?
Well, Pete's actually my brother-in-law. He's been married to my sister Julie for 9 years now.
Very good. How did you get on? How far did you go?
We went out in the 3rd round.
That's right, just before the head-to-head. Well, better luck this afternoon.
Thank you.
Michelle and Ivor, you are the second pair today. Welcome to the show. How do you two know each other?
This is my favourite daughter, Michelle.
Your favourite daughter?
Well, my only daughter.
I'm so glad you said that. Dear, oh dear. There are 3 girls in there who are just looking really disappointed in the audience, thinking, oh, Dad. Well, the very best of luck to both of you.
Thank you.
Paul and Mark, welcome back. This is your second and final chance as well on Pointless. Remind us how you two know each other.
We've been friends about a year and a half. We met at a beer festival when I was tricked into dressing up as a pirate.
Oh, it's tricked now, is it? I see. How do they do that? Make you walk the plank?
Someone said he was a pirate-themed party when it in fact wasn't.
Yeah. I've been to several parties like that. Anyway, Paul and Mark, very best of luck to you. Welcome to Daniel and John. How do you two know each other?
I used to work with John, and he was the best man at my wedding.
Splendid. What did you work as?
John was the manager of a betting shop, and I was his deputy.
Good. Well, let's hope we have some good horse racing questions, maybe, coming up. OK, welcome back, Henry and Toby. This is your second and final time on the show. Remind us how you two know each other.
We do our bit for the environment by car sharing. We've done that for about 10 years now, since Toby gave me a push one time, and he's never let me forget about it ever since.
Very good. That was a push worth giving. Best of luck to you this afternoon. Of course, there is one final person I have to introduce to you all. He is the man with all the pointless facts and figures. He's my pointless friend. It's Richard. Now, Richard, you know what sort of a show we have this afternoon.
Yeah, I know all the questions, and I've also got all the answers here. And as we go along after each question, I'll be letting you know what all the pointless answers were. Those are the things that none of our 100 said. I'll also be going through the most obvious things, the answers you should avoid. If you're playing along at home, I'll give you all the information you need at the end of each question. Always point out, you don't know any of the questions or any of the answers on today's show. That look of sort of hapless cluelessness is actually completely natural. Natural.
That's the look I was born
I think it's going to be a great show today. We've got some really, really good returning pairs.
Excellent. The jackpot hasn't been won in the last 6 shows, so it rolls over. And today's jackpot total stands at an incredible £8,750. And we really are hoping that one of our pairs will be taking it home at the end of today's show. And remember, if you find some pointless answers along the way, each one of those will add £250 to that amount. Bearing all that in mind, let's play Pointless. OK, in the first round, each of you must give me one answer, and you cannot confer with your partner. You will score 1 point for every one of the 100 people that gave that same answer. And remember, this is pointless. So you're trying to score as little as possible. You're trying to find those answers that nobody else gave. If anyone gives me an incorrect answer, they will score the maximum of 100 points, so please be careful. If you do give an incorrect answer, this will happen. You really don't want to see that. At the end of the round, your combined score will be totalled up and the highest scoring pair will be eliminated. Now, only 2 pairs will make it through to our head-to-head semi-final, obviously, so the pressure is on. Right, our first category is action heroes. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second?
Sure. Okay.
And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many feature films starring Sylvester Stallone as they could. Richard, can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, we're looking for feature films made for cinema release for which Sylvester Stallone received an acting credit. A few things we won't accept. We won't accept TV films. We won't accept short films. Anything that hasn't been released yet, we obviously won't accept. And also anything where Stallone played himself. But we do accept voice performances. There are 43 films on that list, and I can confirm Stallone has made a number of pointless films.
Right, Karen and Pete, before the show you all drew lots, and today it turns out you will be starting us off. So, Pete, find a pointless Stallone film.
OK. He played a wonderful character in Ants with a Z at the end of it. Ants is an animated film, and he was actually quite good.
Let's see how many of our 100 people said Ants. That's a correct answer. Down it goes, it's good, it's good. Oh, it's brilliant. Well, that means that none of our 100 people said Ants, and it adds £250 to today's jackpot, taking it up to a sucking great total of £9,000. Well, we are entering new territory. That's the largest jackpot we've ever had. Richard, Ants, with a Z.
Yeah, Ants, Sylvester Stallone voiced over the character of Weaver.
Well done, Pete and Karen. On to our next pair. Michelle, what are you going to say?
I think I'm probably going to go to the extreme of a pointless answer and say Rambo.
Remember, we are looking for the most obscure films starring Sylvester Stallone. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Rambo. Well, that means 59 of our 100 people said Rambo. That gives you a score of 59. On to our next pair, Paul.
I think he made a highbrow art film about arm wrestling, and it was called Over the Top.
Oh, I like that knowledge. Over the Top. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Over the Top. It's good. Down it goes. That, again, means that none of our 100 people said Over the Top, and it adds another £250 to today's jackpot. The total is now £9,250. That's an embarrassing sum of money. Richard, Over the Top.
Yeah, I honestly thought, Paul, I was the only person in Britain to have seen Over the Top, but you've seen it, so I think it's just us two, because none of these 100 have. Yeah, it's about professional arm wrestling.
Many congratulations, Paul. Over the Top was a pointless answer. On to our fourth pair. Daniel, we're looking for feature films starring Sylvester Stallone.
The only one that comes to mind is probably one of the worst ones he did, which was Judge Dredd.
Let's see how many of our 100 people said Judge Dredd. It's not bad. Oh, it's good. That means that 10 of our 100 people said Judge Dredd, and that gives Daniel and John a score of 10. Toby and Henry, what's it going to be?
Cobra.
Cobra. Splendid. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Cobra. It's good. Oh, it's good. That means that 3 of our 100 people said Cobra. With one exception, I have to say that is a very low-scoring round. OK, we're halfway through it. Let's have a look at the scores and see how we're doing. Well, obviously, Karen and Pete and Paul and Mark are looking pretty safe there on 0 points. Keep up that low scoring, and you should be certain of getting through to the next round. Michelle and Ivor, 59's got to be looking a little bit dangerous. You've got to try and see if you can find a pointless answer on the next pass and just hope everyone else scores as much as they can. OK, we're going to come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? We are looking for feature films starring Sylvester Stallone. Toby and Henry, you are on 3. An impressive low score. To avoid becoming the high scorers and overtaking Ivor and Michelle on 59, you want to be scoring 55 or less with this answer. The red line here is your safety line. If you are below that red line, you are definitely safe and you are through to the next round. If you are above that red line, you become our high scorers and you risk leaving the show at the end of this turn. No pressure, Henry.
I think he was in something called Stop or My Mama Will Shoot.
OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said Stop or My Mama Will Shoot. It's good enough. Possibly better than that. It's 5. Look at that. That means 5 of our 100 people said Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. That takes your total up to 8 and sees you comfortably through to the next round. OK, our next pair. John, you are currently on 10. The high scorers at the moment on 59 are Ivor and Michelle. To be absolutely safe, you want to be scoring 48 or less to avoid becoming the high scorers. John, what are you going to say? We're looking for feature films starring Sylvester Stallone.
I think he starred in a prisoner of war film called Escape to Victory, where he played a goalkeeper in a football team.
Oh, very good. Let's see how many of our 100 people remembered that. Escape to Victory. It's the right answer. It's good enough. And better, look at that. That means only 2 of our 100 people remembered Escape to Victory. That takes your total up to 12 and sees you comfortably through to the next round. Our next pair, Mark and Paul. You are currently our joint low scorers on 0. Ivor and Michelle, still the front runners there on 59. To be absolutely safe and be sure of going through to the next round, you want to be scoring 58 or less. What's it going to be, Mark?
I think he was in a remake of a classic British film called Get Carter.
Let's see how many of our 100 people said Get Carter. If it's an incorrect answer, you will, of course, score the maximum of 100 points. Let's see. Get Carter. He was in it. And you're through. Very good. That brings your total up to 3. A very impressive combined score, if I may say. Ivor and Michelle. You remember what I said? You've got to hope everyone else scores as high as they possibly can, and you've got to try and score a pointless here. So, Ivor, no pressure.
No pressure at all. I think he was in a film called The Specialist.
Oh, that sounds like a pointless film to me. Let's see how many of our 100 people said The Specialist. It's a correct answer. Oh, very good. That, of course, means that none of our 100 people said The Specialist, and it adds yet another £250 to today's already massive jackpot, taking it up to £9,500. Well, Ivor, that was very impressive. We've just got to hope that was good enough. You are still our highest scorers on 59, but it's not all over yet. Oh, Karen. In order to get through to the next round, you have to score 58 or less. If you score 59, there'll be a tie break. If you score over 59, you will be leaving the show. Just to pile the pressure on there, Karen.
OK. I don't know many Sylvester Stallone films, so I'm going to have to say Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said Cliffhanger appropriately. Oh, it's good enough! That means that 15 of our 100 people said Cliffhanger. That takes your total up to a very impressive and low 15. Ivor and Michelle. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. You scored pretty low. 59 as a combined score is not bad, but I'm afraid...
I should have brought the other daughter.
You might have just let the cat out the bag there, Ivor. Are you thinking of any others now?
No.
Really?
Really?
Really? Well, Richard, surely you could think of some that could help them out of their predicament there.
There are 15 pointless Sylvester Stallone movies. We've already had 3 from Paul, Ivor and Pete. The Specialist we had from Ivor, which was with Sharon Stone. Ants we had from Pete, where he plays Weaver, the ant. Nighthawks. Over the Top we've had Paradise Alley, which he wrote. Rhinestone, which he wrote. They're both pointless films. No Place to Hide, I know how he feels. The Party at Kitty and Studs, and The Lords of Flatbush also was a pointless answer. Interestingly, the worst answers, the top 10, apart from Cliffhanger, Karen, which you gave us, it was all Rambo and Rocky. Third, it was Rocky 2. Second, Michelle, you've already given us Rambo, and top, anybody?
Rocky 1.
Rocky, exactly right. Miles ahead. 79 points, that would have got you. Worst possible answer.
Thanks, Rich. OK, Michelle and Ivor, remember, everyone gets 2 chances to reach our pointless final. We have to say goodbye to you for today, but we'll see you next time for your last chance. But thanks so much for playing. You've been great. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the quiz show where the lowest scorers are the biggest winners. Let's meet today's players. Alan and Bob, welcome back. You were on the show last time. We give everyone 2 chances to reach our pointless final, and today this is your last chance. Can you remind us how you two know each other?
We are father and son.
Father and son. And how did you get on last time?
It was a disaster. Couldn't be any worse.
You were out first round.
We were.
We bombed very quickly on a lack of knowledge.
You're going to atone for that this afternoon, I'm
sure.
Yes, indeed. Very best of luck. Garfield and Courtney, welcome back. You were on the show last time. Today is your last chance to reach the final. Remind us how you two know each other.
We know each other from secondary school. We've known each other for years and years and years. We look young, but...
but beneath those youthful faces lies an age of mutual general knowledge. Well, welcome back to the show, and very best of luck. I hope you do better than you did last time. I hope you do.
Definitely.
And welcome to the show, Vicky and Matt. How do you two know each other?
We work together at the University of Sheffield. We've worked together for about 5 years now.
5 years. Very good. Best of luck this afternoon. And welcome back, Jill and Bex. Remind us how you two know each other.
We're mother and daughter. Brilliant.
Brilliant. You are brilliant, and I hope you get a chance to dazzle this afternoon. OK, well, we'll find out more about you throughout the show. There is one final person I must introduce, the man with all the facts and figures, my pointless friend, Richard. You're not really pointless, obviously, just for the purposes of the show you are.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. A great show today. We've got some pretty tough questions actually lined up, but I think we've got some very, very good teams here. We've got 3 returning pairs. We've got Jill and Bex, who, of course, in the last show got through to the head-to-head. Bob and Alan, I think, have got something to prove to themselves, if nothing else. And Courtney and Garfield are rather secretly confident. So I would say very, very best of luck, Vicky and Matt. Very best of luck to everybody at home.
Thank you very much, Richard. Well, we've asked all our questions on Pointless to 100 people before the show. To stay in the game, our players need to score as few points as possible, and they do that by giving obscure answers that as few of those 100 people gave as possible. Now, the thing everyone's looking to do is find a pointless answer that none of our 100 people gave, and each time that happens, they will add £250 to the jackpot. Nobody won the jackpot last time, so we add another £1,000 to that. So today's jackpot, would you believe it, starts off at £10,500. So, let's play Pointless. Now, in the first round, each of you must give me one answer, and you cannot confer with your partner. Whichever team has the highest score at the end of the round will be eliminated, and you have to be careful, because if anyone gives me an incorrect answer, then this will happen. And we don't want that, because you will score the maximum of 100 points. OK, guys, the first category this afternoon is movies. OK, you have to decide in your pairs who's going to go first and who's going to go second. And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what our first question's going to be. So we gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Tom Hanks movies as they could. Tom Hanks movies. Richard.
Yeah, we're looking for any feature film made for cinema release for which Tom Hanks receives an acting credit. As always, we're not looking for short films, documentaries, TV films, anything that hasn't been released, and nothing where he plays himself. Voice performances do count. There are 38 Tom Hanks films on this list.
And a few of them pointless. OK, Alan and Bob, you all drew lots before the show, and today you get to go first. The name of a Tom Hanks movie. The more obscure,
many
the
to
better.
choose from, Alexander, but we will have a go with Castaway.
Castaway. Castaway. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Castaway. Well, it's good. Not bad. 29. 29 of them said Castaway. Not a bad score. Richard, Castaway.
Yeah, released in 2003, Tom Hanks crashes on a desert island.
I thought you were going to say Tom Hanks grows a massive beard, which he did as well.
Yeah, he crashes on a desert island and grows a massive beard, in that order, if I remember the film right. He had to put on a lot of weight to do the film, and then they had to stop filming for several months as he lost all that weight to film the end of the film.
Wow.
Much like you and I.
Well, before this series. Yeah. Well, thanks very much, Richard. So, Garfield.
Yeah.
Now, you had a tough time last time as well.
Bit of a poor show last time, Alex.
Oh, you did. It was a sports question. Yes. Football team.
Yes. Dear, oh dear.
Dear,
Bad
oh dear,
news.
oh dear. We're looking for a Tom Hanks movie.
OK, right. I'm going to go for The Polar Express.
Oh, very good. Polar Express. Fantastic. Let's see how many people said Polar Express. Down it goes. Oh, it's very good. Oh, look at that. Fantastic, Garfield. That gives you a score of 2. Richard, Polar Express. How's that?
It's sort of a weird kind of semi-animated film, isn't it? Tom Hanks plays lots and lots of characters. He plays, I think, Father Christmas and Scrooge and Train Conductor, various other things. So a really, really good answer.
Well, now, Vicky, welcome. Welcome to the show. Your first chance to go onto our points board. You work at Sheffield University.
I do, yes.
What do you do there?
I'm a research technician.
So, science?
Science, yeah.
Narrow it down to that. Which field of science?
Molecular biology.
Molecular biology. See, that's just terrifying, isn't it?
It is.
That's biology right down at micro level. Very good. I'm just dazzling you with my science here. Do you find time, though, between looking at slides to look at any Tom Hanks films? That's what we're going to have to find out.
A few, yes. Unfortunately, Garfield said what I had in mind.
No. Oh, that happens on this game all the time.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you'll find an even better one, maybe even a pointless one. You can add 250 quid to our jackpot. What are you going to say?
I'm going to go with Big.
Big. Very good. Well, let's hope Big scores small for you. Let's see how many people said that. Well, that scored you 47. Not bad. Richard, Big.
It's a massive movie in the 80s. Everyone loves it, which I think is why it scored quite so many points.
Very good. Well, let's see how our remaining pair do. Bex.
Yes.
Cole, what are you going to give me?
I'm going to go with Green Mile. Is that
Green Mile.
Green Mile?
Excellent. I'll take Green Mile. Let's see what that scored you. It's good. It's very good. Well done, Bex. That has scored you 23. An impressive low score there. Richard, Green Mile.
Yeah, The Green Mile. It's based on the Stephen King novel of the same name, and he plays a prison guard on death row.
Sounds fun. Very good. Well, it's done very well for Bex. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at the scores. Well, now, quite a wide-ranging scoreboard there. Vicky and Matt looking a little bit dangerous there on 47. It's not a terrible score, but I'm afraid you are out in front conspicuously. At the other end of the field, Garfield and Courtney looking fantastic there on 2. So nearly a pointless answer there, Garfield. Fantastic. You've excelled yourself. Keep that up and you'll definitely be through to the next round. OK, well, we're going to come back down the line now, so could the second players please take their places at the podium. So, Jill, we're looking for Tom Hanks movies.
Right.
I'm trying to read your expression. Is that a
It's one
masterful...
of absolute fear.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't even know if this is a Tom Hanks film. But I'll go for it, shall I?
Well, it's the only way we'll find out.
OK, then, Xander.
What's it going to be?
Worth waiting for. It's Sleepless in Seattle.
Sleepless in Seattle. Well, you're on 23. You're in the sort of middle of the field.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be scoring 23 or less to avoid overtaking our high scorers at the moment at 47, Matt and Vicky. There's your red line. If you come below that, you are definitely through to the next round. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Sleepless in Seattle. Oh, it's good. Very good. What's that? Is that an air double bass you're playing there? It's good. Very good. Well done. Well done. That takes your total up to 40. Richard?
Yeah, Sleepless in Seattle, another classic. He's made a lot of good films, Tom Hanks, hasn't he?
Great movie and a great score for Jill. Well done. Now, Matt, the pressure is on you. This is baptism by fire. Have you got one?
I think so. I'm delving back into his 80s back catalogue.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. I think this is quite obscure.
Good. That's very good.
OK.
OK, delve, Matt. What's it going to be?
Joe versus the volcano.
That's got pointless written all over it. Joe versus the volcano. That's fantastic. You have to score, obviously, as low as possible. You have the highest score. Let's see how many people said Joe versus the volcano. Oh, look at that. That's a very impressive low score. That takes your total up to 51. You are still the front runners, but the game's not over yet. Richard, Joe versus the volcano.
Yeah, another very good answer. This is actually the first film where he starred with Meg Ryan. Sleepless in Seattle being the second one. Plays a character with 5 months to live. Although, strangely, it is a comedy. So, it really is.
Excellent. Oh, I must watch that. Courtney. Now, look, you're down there on 2. A fantastic low score. You've now got to make up. You've got to equal Garfield's fantastic low score. How good are your Tom Hanks?
Well, to tell you the truth, Alexander, one of the ones that I thought about have been mentioned. But I'm going to try and take a shot at it and see Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan. OK, there's your red line. You are currently the low scorers on 2. To avoid becoming the high scorers, you have to score 48 or less. Let's see how many people said Saving Private Ryan. Oh, it's good. Very good. That scores you 37. taking your total up to 39. Great news for you, bad news for Matt and Vicky now. Feeling a little bit exposed there. But Richard, Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, a Spielberg movie from '98. It was very popular. People did know it, but fortunately for Courtney, just few enough to keep him in the game.
OK, now, Alan, 51 is the high score. You have to score 21 or less with that.
I'll say The Money Pit.
The Money Pit?
Yeah.
OK, you are currently on 29. You have to score 21 or less with that to get below the red line and guarantee yourselves a place in the next round. Let's see how many people said The Money Pit. It's good. You're through. Ah, look at that. Well done. Well, that scored you 4, taking your total up to 33 and ensuring you a place in the second round. Very, very good. Richard, The Money Pit.
It's with Shelley Long. It's about a couple renovating a house and just got you through to the next round.
So that's the end of round 1, and the losing pair with the highest score, I'm afraid, is Vicky and Matt. Such bad luck. Wow. However, everyone gets 2 shots at it, so we will see you again next time. But, Richard, what should they have said if they wanted to stay in the game?
Well, there were 9 pointless answers, so well done if you got any of these at home. There's a few quite well-known films, actually. A League of Their Own, that he was in with Madonna and Gina Davis, about an all-female baseball league. Elvis Has Left the Building, which I think is less well-known. Kim Basinger plays a cosmetic saleswoman who serially murders Elvis impersonators. The Bonfire of the Vanities, which I was going to say is a famously unsuccessful film, but it's actually an unfamously unsuccessful film. Let's have a look at some more. Punchline, That Thing You Do, which is the only film Tom Hanks wrote. That's a pointless film, sorry, Tom. Every Time We Say Goodbye, 3 more. Nothing in Common, Volunteers, and the inaptly titled The Great Buck Howard. All of those were pointless. Let's take a look at the worst answers you could have given, the most popular Tom Hanks films. Courtney, you've already given us the 3rd highest, which was Saving Private Ryan. Vicky, you very kindly gave us the 2nd highest, which was Big. And anybody, the most popular Tom Hanks film? Forrest Gump is the most popular Tom Hanks film. Would have got you 53 points. OK, well, thanks very much, Richard. OK, Vicky and Matt, I'm afraid you just didn't have that pointless Tom Hanks knowledge you needed to make it through to the next round. But remember, everybody gets a second chance. So we will see you next time for your last chance to get through to the pointless final. But thanks so much for playing. You've been great. Thank you. However, congratulations, Sanj and Patrick. You've fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win our pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing, in case you'd forgotten, at £4,000. Now, this is the best jackpot we've had for a while, I can tell you. What's going to help you win it? What do you want to see come up?
I think we're both into our sport, especially football, also geography.
Hopefully not art, not my strong point.
OK, well, very, very best of luck. 4 things will appear on the board. Let's hope one of them sings to you. Today's selection looks like this. European battles, sporting tigers, 21st century films, and contemporary thriller writers. What do you think?
I don't think the European battles are the thriller writers. It's between the middle, so isn't it? I'll let you pick.
21st century films, please.
21st century films it is.
OK, we're looking for the cast of any of the following 3 films, please, according to IMDb. So anyone credited with appearing in 2012, Blade Runner 2049, or 2001, A Space Odyssey. So any cast members, please, of 2012, Blade Runner 2049, or 2001, A Space Odyssey. Very best of luck, gents.
Thanks very much. Now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers, and all you need to win that jackpot is for just one of your answers to be pointless. Are you ready?
OK.
Yes.
OK, let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
OK, so the only one I've seen is 2001, A Space Odyssey.
I've seen 2012. I know it's got Jake Gyllenhaal in, but he's a bit obvious.
What about Blade Runner? Harrison Ford's in the original. He came back, didn't he, for the...
Harrison Ford in it again, and so is Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling.
But they're going to be obvious as well.
2001, A Space Odyssey. I'm trying to picture it. It's a Stanley Kubrick film.
I've seen it.
In fact, I think there's only like 1 guy in it. Right, we're going to have to come up with some. 2012. Jake Gyllenhaal.
Who's the guy in... Do you ever watch Hustle, the TV series? No. Oh, there's a guy in there.
Right, we're going to have to come up with some. Harrison Ford's so obvious. Jake Gyllenhaal.
Just try to think of some actors that might have been in it.
Let's go for Shia LaBeouf.
He's not enough.
10 seconds left.
We're to name some random people.
Okay. Harrison Ford. It's so obvious, but we're just
Jake
going to have to go
Gyllenhaal's
for
in
it.
OK, I'm so sorry. That is your time up. Let's have your 3 answers, and if you could say which film in each case.
You can go for.
OK, so I think we've had a bit of a nightmare in this round, but we're going to go for it anyway. We are pretty sure that Jake Gyllenhaal's in 2012 or 2012.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
We think that Harrison Ford came back for Blade Runner.
Harrison Ford.
Should I go for a guess? We'll
Go for a guess.
Sometimes Maggie Gyllenhaal's in with her brother.
Yeah, go for it.
Maggie Gyllenhaal, 2012.
OK, Maggie Gyllenhaal. Of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer, do you think?
Probably Maggie Gyllenhaal, to be
OK,
honest.
Maggie Gyllenhaal last. Least likely to be pointless?
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order then, and here they are. We've got Harrison Ford, we've got Jake Gyllenhaal, and we've got Maggie Gyllenhaal. Well, very best of luck. 3 answers on the board there. Who knows? One of those might win you that jackpot. 4,000 quid, quite a nice jackpot to be taking home. What would you like to do with that, Sanj?
So for me, I've got a big birthday coming up next year, 10:30. I'd quite like to continue my travelling. So I went to South America last year. I'd like to go and do more of it.
Very good indeed. Patrick?
And along the same lines, I'm really into my sports, and I've always wanted to go to New Zealand because rugby and skiing in particular. So maybe I can put something towards that.
Very good indeed. OK, well, best of luck. Let's hope one of these answers might win you that jackpot. Your first answer was Harrison Ford. I'm going to say right now, I bet this isn't pointless, but who knows? Who knows? This is the one you thought was probably least likely to be pointless. We were looking for cast members of Blade Runner 2049. If Harrison Ford is pointless, you leave here with £4,000. How many people said it? Well, it's going down. It's still going down. There, well, 48. OK, 48 for Harrison Ford. Always nice to have Harrison Ford on the board there, but he was, let's be honest, he was a placeholder on this occasion. So we move on to your next answer, Jake Gyllenhaal. In this case, we were looking for the cast of 2012. Let's find out if it's right. Let's find out how many people said Jake Gyllenhaal. If it's pointless, you leave with £4 grand. Let's see. Jake Gyllenhaal. Oh, no, bad luck. No. I'm afraid Jake Gyllenhaal has let you down.
I'm thinking of The Day After Tomorrow.
Well, he's not in 2012. OK, an incorrect answer. Let's move on to your third and final answer, because you said, you said quite often movies that Jake Gyllenhaal, Maggie Gyllenhaal, is also in as well. But quite often, therefore, she quite often isn't in films with his. So it's looking quite good.
It's good logic.
Let's see. Maggie Gyllenhaal, was she in 2012? No, bad luck. Bad luck. Well, that was a really tough category for you. You didn't manage to find that all-important pointless answer. So I'm afraid you don't win the jackpot, but you've played so well. I mean, you really have. 1 appearance on the show, 2-0 in the head-to-head. Can't argue with that. And you get to take home a lovely trophy. So very well done, Richard.
And you're quite right. The Day After Tomorrow, Jake Gyllenhaal is in. They're virtually identical films, in my memory anyway. So I see why you got mixed up. Shall we take a look at some pointless answers? We will start with 2012 or 2012, whatever you want to call it. Beatrice Rosen, Chetel Ejiofor is a pointless answer. People at home might have got that. Also, George Segal, Liam James, a pointless answer there. The biggest scorers, John Cusack, Amanda Peet, Morgan Lilly, Tandy Newton and Woody Harrelson. They were the big scorers there. On to Blade Runner. Anna de Armas, Carla Jury, the brilliant Mackenzie Davis is a pointless answer there, as is Sean Young. The biggest scorers there, Harrison Ford, obviously Ryan Gosling as well, and Jared Leto. They were the big scorers in that film. And the cast of 2001: A Space Odyssey. Very well done if you got pointless answers on this category. Heather Downham, Robert Beatty, Sean Sullivan, William Sylvester, Gary Lockwood was the big scorer there as well. Would have got you 9. Leonard Roster would have scored you 7 points on that one as well. But very well done if you got a pointless answer at home.
Thanks very much, Richard. And thanks so much, Sanj and Patrick. It's been great having you on the show. I'm sorry you didn't win our jackpot. That'll therefore roll over onto the next show, when we will be playing for £5,000. Join us then to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye. Best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 this afternoon is cinema. You can all decide in your pairs who wants to go first, who wants to go second, and whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns films with 3 or fewer words in their titles. Richard?
Yeah, we're going to show you the names of 4 very famous actors now. We're just simply looking for any feature film made for cinema release starring one of those actors which has 3 words or fewer in its title, please, according to IMDb up to September 2019. So any film with 3 words or fewer starring any of the following.
Thank you very much indeed. Just like the man said, we're not going to be changing the names of these 4 actors. They're going to stay on the board for the whole round, OK? Let's reveal them. George Clooney, Judi Dench, Meryl Streep, Tom Hanks. And we're looking for any film with 3 words or fewer in their titles, starring one of these actors. OK, Matt.
Yes. I've got a few ideas running through my head, but I think it is him who's in it, and I'm going to go for Tom Hanks and say Sully.
Sully.
Yeah.
OK, let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Sully. Sully is right. That's a good answer. 8. Very well done indeed, Matt. 8 for Sully.
Yeah, terrific start. Plays Captain Chelsea Sullenberger, the pilot who landed the plane on the Hudson River. True story.
Thank you very much indeed. Yes, Millie.
Yeah, I'm going to also go for Tom Hanks. And I think I watched this film a couple of years ago. I think it was called The Terminal.
The Terminal, says Millie. Let's see how many of our 100 people said The Terminal. The Terminal is right. 8's our only score so far. And you score 5. Very well done indeed, Millie.
Yeah, another true story. And another true story where large bits of it happen in an airport. Tom Hanks plays someone who lives in an airport.
Thank you. Now, Lucy, what would you like to go for?
Oh, this isn't our round, but I'm going to go for George Clooney, because who wouldn't? And Ocean's 12.
Oh, I like that. Ocean's 12. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Ocean's 12. 19 for Ocean's 12.
Yeah, there's also a bit in an airport in that film.
Yes,
probably.
Probably.
I don't know, but there must be, surely. In a film like Ocean's 12, there's so much travel and what have you. Must be.
Surely, must be. Thank you very much indeed. Well, we're about to come back down the line. Millie and Erin maintaining that low-scoring thing. Lucy and Rob a little bit ahead there. Will the second players please step up to the podium? So, yes, Rob, remember, we're looking for any film with 3 or fewer words in their titles, starring any of these 4 actors.
Again, not my subject, but Tom Hanks, I think, was in a movie called Big.
Big. Yep, Big. Let's see, how many of our 100 people said Big? You're the high scorers, so no red line. Big is right. 43 for Big. Taking your total up to 62.
Yeah, he received his first ever Oscar nomination for Big. I didn't know that.
He's very good in it.
I know, but it's not the sort of film that normally gets Oscar nominations, is it? They don't really like comedies, by and large.
No. Thank you. Now, Erin. Erin, look at this. 62 is the high score, so 56 or less is your target.
OK. Well, I mean, to be honest, I could probably only answer Tom Hanks. I think he might have been in Angels and Demons.
Angels and Demons. Let us see. Here is your red line. Can you get below this red line with Angels and Demons? He was in Angels and Demons. You are in the head-to-head. And that is a very low score. Look at that. 2 for Angels and Demons, taking your total up to 7.
Very well played. Yeah, it's the follow-up to the Da Vinci Code, which I can say because it's got more than 3 words in it.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Chris, you have got a target of 53 or less. So films with any of these actors in, but with only 3 or fewer words in their titles.
Yeah, I've got this image in my head of Meryl Streep with a hole in her stomach in a film called Death Becomes Her.
Death Becomes Her, says Chris. OK, here's your red line. Let's see if you're right. Let's see if you can get through to the head-to-head with Death Becomes Her. It is absolutely right. You are through. And down it goes to 8. Very well done. Exactly the same score as Matt in the first pass, taking your total up to 16.
Yeah, very well played. In fact, Goldie Hawn is the one that she has the hole in her stomach and Meryl Streep's head is on the wrong way round. That's not a spoiler, I promise. It happens fairly early on. Now, there's lots and lots and lots of pointless answers here, so I'm just going to take you through a selected few. Tom Hanks, pointless answers. You could have had Cars. You could have had The Simpsons movie. You could have had Bachelor Party. Larry Crowne as well, a pointless answer for Tom Hanks. Meryl Streep, a few pointless answers here. Plenty. Ironweed, Marvin's Room adaptation, Julie and Julia, August Osage County, Into the Woods. They were all pointless answers, as were Mary Poppins Returns. Judi Dench, some pointless answers. Jack and Sarah, Tomorrow Never Dies, the Bond movie, was a pointless answer. The Shipping News, Mrs. Henderson Presents as well. And George Clooney, some pointless answers. The Peacemaker, Welcome to Collinwood, Intolerable Cruelty. Michael Clayton is a pointless answer as well for George Clooney.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. We are at the end of our second round, which means we have to say goodbye to another pair. Oh, Lucy and Rob. It's the same round we sent you home at last time. Same point in the show, I'm afraid. Anyway, it's been lovely having you here. Thank you so much for playing, Lucy and Rob. But for the... We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many animated Disney films with one-word titles as they could. Richard.
Yeah, we're looking for any partially or fully animated feature films made for cinema release, which have been produced and animated by Walt Disney Animation Studios or Disney Pixar up to the start of April 2011. So any Disney film with just a one-word title, please. And just to warn you, we would count the as a word, so don't have... The Rescuers, for example, would be 2 words. So any Disney film or Disney Pixar film with a one-word title, please.
Thank you very much, Richard. OK, Stacey and Fred, you all drew lots before the show, and this afternoon you get to go first. So, Stacey.
It's quite a good round for me. I love Disney films. There's so many to choose from. I think I'm going to go with a Disney Pixar film, which hopefully wasn't as popular as the mainstream Disney films. I'll go with Cars.
Cars. Very good. You're hoping to score as few points as possible with Cars. Let's see if it's right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said Cars. Down it goes, 32. 32, not a bad score, Stacey, well done. Cars, Richard.
Yeah, Cars from 2006 and a 2011 sequel as well.
Very well done. Now then, Paul. You're going to be good at this, I think, aren't you?
Well, I was hoping to be good, but trying to find the obscure, that's a bit difficult. I mean, I love Walt Disney movies, but just trying to find one word...
It might be that these are all quite high-scoring. I'd have thought Cars was a very good obscure one, but it... 32.
Yes, that was on my list, definitely, but I'm racking my brains. The only one I think that would work is a really old one that perhaps people wouldn't go for, although it's quite popular. So I'm going to take a chance and go for Pinocchio.
Pinocchio, you're going to say, OK. Well, you're hoping to score as few points as possible with that. Let's see if Pinocchio is right, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said it. Pinocchio. It's right. 30. It's a great score, Paul. Well done. Pinocchio.
Yeah, pretty high-scoring round, though, isn't it? From 1944, Pinocchio won an Oscar for Best Song, When You Wish Upon a Star.
Very well done. So then, Trevor, we come to you. An animated Disney film with a one-word title.
Well, actually, I did have Pinocchio in mind, but I'm going quite far back now, and I just hope it was a Disney film, but Fantasia.
Fantasia. Very, very good. You're hoping to score as few points as possible with Fantasia. Let's see if it's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said Fantasia. Down it goes. Very well done, Trevor. That's great. 18. A great score there. Fantasia.
Yeah, well played, Trevor. That really is going back. It's from 1940, Fantasia, with Mickey Mouse as the sorcerer's apprentice.
Sue, we come to you.
Well...
Is this a good subject for you?
It is, because I've got lots of little grandchildren. So I shall be devastated if I don't do well on this one.
What about them?
They will be. They'll be ashamed. I was going to say Fantasia, but I'm going to go fairly safely, I think, and say Bambi.
You're going to say Bambi. Paul? What's that face mean?
I know, why didn't I think of that one earlier?
Why didn't I think of that one? Bambi. You're going to say Bambi. Well, you're hoping to score as few points as possible with Bambi. Let's see if it's right. And if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said Bambi. 51. Not a bad score, but the highest of the scores. Richard, Bambi.
Yeah, from 1942, Bambi. You still unhappy you didn't go for that one, Paul?
I am so relieved.
Anyway, we're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at the scores as they stand. Trevor and Alan, once again, this is becoming a sort of reprise. The best scorers at the end of the first pass. On 18, then we go up to 30, Paul and Colin, up to 32, Stacey and Fred. And they're not that far ahead, but nonetheless, most definitely ahead, Sue and Anne on 51. So, Anne, you're going to have to answer carefully in this next pass to make sure you survive. OK, we're going to come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, we are looking for one-word animated Disney films. Animated Disney films with a one-word title. Anne.
The ones I thought of have gone, so I'm going to go for Dumbo.
That used to be my nickname at school. I wonder if anyone knows why.
It's still your nickname now. Did you not know?
OK, you are saying Dumbo. There's no red line for you, I'm afraid, Anne, because you're the high scorers. You just have to hope this will go down as far as it possibly can. Let's see. Dumbo, is it right? How many people said it? $33. Not a bad score, Anne. Not bad at all. That takes your total up to 84. Richard?
From 1941, Dumbo. Again, won an Oscar for Best Score.
Alan, you are on 18, thanks to Trevor's brilliant answer of Fantasia. The high scorers are Anne and Sue on 84. If you can score 65 or less, Alan, that's all you have to do to get through to the next round.
OK, well, I'll try one. Not too sure. Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell. There's your red line, Alan. Below that red line, you are through to the next round. Let's see if Tinkerbell is right. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. Oh, bad luck, Alan. Unfortunately, that's an incorrect answer, which means you score the maximum of 100 points. That takes your total up to 118. Richard?
Yeah, unlucky, Alan. Very well-known Disney character, of course. Never had a cinema movie about her. There was a video release in 2008, but that's Tinker Bell, 2 words anyway. But she never had a cinema movie made about her.
Well, now, Colin, we come to you. OK, remember, we are looking for animated Disney films with a one-word title.
OK.
The high scorers are Alan and Trevor on 118. You are on 30. If you can score 87 or less, you're through to the next round.
Got a couple in mind. I'm not sure if they've got something in. I'm not sure if they're one words. I will go for Cinderella.
Cinderella. There is your red line. Below that red line, you're through to the next round. It's right, and you are through to the next round. 49, Cinderella. Well done. That takes your score up to 79. Richard?
Yeah, well done, Colin. Another high scorer, but you're safely through the second round, so a very good answer. From 1950, Cinderella.
So then, Fred. Finally, we come to you. Stacey did brilliantly with Cars on 32. The high scorers on 118 are Trevor and Alan. If you can score 85 or less, you're through to the next round.
There's a couple of popular ones like can I speak?
You can.
Aladdin, which will probably score high, but it might get us below the 118. But I've got a risky one that that I might regret saying. I'm going to say it anyway. Mulan.
Mulan. Is it right? How many people said it? There's your red line. Below that red line, through to the next round. Mulan. Well done. And you're through. Might this be our lowest scoring film title? Yes, it is. 11 points. Very, very well done indeed, Fred. The best score in the round. That takes your total up to 43. Richard?
Yeah, very well played, Fred. A retelling of the old Chinese folktale, Mulan. If you had said Aladdin, would have scored you 34. Would have been safe as well. One of the highest scorers. We've seen all the high scorers, actually. Bambi, Cinderella, they were the 2 high scorers. Aladdin was pretty high. Dumbo, Cars, those are the big ones. Let's take a look at some of the lowest scoring ones. There's only one pointless answer in the whole round. So very well done at home if you said dinosaur. from 2000. It's a pointless answer, would have won some money. It's a very good answer. Hercules, a good answer with 1 bolt, which came up very recently. That would have scored you 2, so all good answers.
Thanks very much, Richard. So at the end of round 1, the losing pair with the highest score, I'm afraid to say, Trevor and Alan.
What can I say?
Oh, you've come all this way from Dumfries, and you have been for absolutely brilliant contestants. Great shame to be saying goodbye to you so soon, but thank you so much for playing. Brilliant.
Thank you. Thank you.
We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Sean Connery films as they could. Richard?
Yeah, we're looking for any feature film made for UK cinema release up to April 2011 for which Sean Connery received an acting credit. As always, no short films, TV films, documentaries or anything where he played himself, but voice performances do count. But any Sean Connery film released in the UK. Very best of luck.
OK, thank you very much. Right, Hazel and Tom, you all drew lots before the show, and this afternoon you get to go first. Sean Connery films. Hazel, you're looking quietly confident, I'd like to say.
Medicine Man.
That's a Sean Connery film. Good. Medicine Man. OK, let's see if it's a correct answer, and if it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said Medicine Man. It's correct. Very good. Down he goes. Oh, very good indeed, Hazel. Just what the doctor ordered. Medicine Man scores you 1 point. Richard?
Yeah, very well played, Hazel. No, absolutely no pause at all, and a very good answer. From 1992, he plays a scientist in the Amazonian jungle.
We come to you, Paul. What is the most obscure Sean Connery film you can think of?
I'm going to say one what he were in with, I think, with Nicolas Cage, Alcatraz, called The Rock.
The Rock. Let's see if The Rock is correct. If it is, let's see how many of our 100 people said The Rock. It's right. Oh, it's another good answer. Paul, 26. 26 points for The Rock. Richard?
Yeah, from 1996, The Rock. And as you say, The Rock itself was Alcatraz. And apparently Sean Connery had a cabin built on Alcatraz so he could stay there overnight. He didn't like to do the journey back and forth. So they say that he lived on Alcatraz throughout the filming. OK, now then, Raj. What is the most obscure Sean Connery film you can think of?
Let's go for The Hunt for Red October.
Let's see if The Hunt for Red October is right. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. The Hunt for Red October. But it's right. Wow, 21. Not a bad answer. 21 points for The Hunt for Red October.
Yeah, well played, Raj, from 1990, and he plays a Lithuanian submarine boat captain with a very broad Scottish accent.
Mary, we come to you.
I'm going to go with one of the Bond films.
OK.
This isn't my strongest point at all.
Right.
I'll go for Goldfinger.
Just one of the lesser-known Bond films, then. OK, well, you're hoping to score as few points as possible. Let's see how many people said Goldfinger. Oh, still going down. Look at that, 23. I eat my words, Mary. 23, there you are. Not the highest score after all. 23 for Goldfinger, Richard.
I know Goldfinger scores less than The Rock, in fact. Yeah, obviously one of his outings as James Bond. And Goldfinger himself is named after the architect Erno Goldfinger. He made a lot of houses in London, including ones in Willow Road, and Ian Fleming used to live opposite them. So apparently that's to get his own back. Because he didn't like the houses, he called them Goldfinger.
Yeah. OK, well, we're halfway through the round, so let's take a look at the scores as they stand. Hazel and Tom. What a fabulous answer there. Medicine Man. And then, quite a hike. We go up to Raj and Taresh on 21, then up to Mary and Jess on 23, then up to Paul and Mark on 26. So, yes, Mark, it's very close at your end of the field, but you're going to have to find a nice low-scoring answer to make sure you stay in the game. Right, we're going to come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, so we're looking for Sean Connery films. Jess, now, this wasn't a great subject for Mary.
And it's not for me.
Oh, no, don't say that.
No, it's not. I'm going to have to follow a similar kind of theme, and I'm not sure it's right, but I'm going to say Never Say Never Again.
There is your red line. It's quite low. But below that, you are through to the next round. Never say never again. Let's see how many people said that. Never say never again. It's right. Goldfinger scored 23. Surely it'll be lower than that. Yes, it is. Down it goes. 8. That's a great answer, Jess. Very well done. That takes your total up to 31. Richard.
Not a bad answer, Jess. It keeps you in the round, certainly, because Never Say Never Again, of course, was an unofficial Bond film, so I think perhaps less well known than other Bond outings.
Teresh, you're an actor.
I am.
I think that somehow qualifies you to pluck out of thin air a pointless Sean Connery film.
I can think of quite a few, but what's life worth if you're not pointless? So I'm going to go for something a little bit obscure, which I think had Michelle Pfeiffer in it. The Russia House.
Russia House. That Raj is nodding. Very, very good. That could be a superb answer. The high scorers currently are Jess and Mary on 31. That means if you can score 9 or less with Russia House, you're through. Let's wait and see. There's your red line. Get below that red line with Russia House. Through you go to the next round. Is it right? How many people said Russia House? Oh, Teresh is right. It's a correct answer. I think this will be going a long way down. Right. Oh, look at that. Superb. Very, very, very well done, Teresh. That's a pointless. It adds £250 to today's jackpot, taking the total up to £1,250. It also scores you nothing and leaves your total at 21. You're through to the next round. Richard.
Yeah, brilliantly played, Teresh. Well done. The Russia House from 1990. Very well done if you got the Russia House at home as well. And Michelle Pfeiffer is in it. Sean Connery plays a British publisher in Moscow. It's based on the John le Carré novel.
Very good. Now, then, Mark, we are looking for Sean Connery films. Well, the high scorers are Mary and Jess on 31. You're on 26, which means if you can score 4 or less, you're through to the next round.
I'm going to go for Entrapment.
Entrapment.
Yeah.
Very good. Entrapment. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. There's your red line right at the bottom there. If Entrapment can, like Catherine Zeta-Jones, under those lasers, can get you below that red line. I'm just brilliant at this, aren't I? Oh.
Yeah, you're terrific.
Aren't I?
Yeah.
Your answer, your shapely answer, can work its way beneath that red line. Entrapment. Is it right? How many people said it? It's right. Oh, look at that. Oh, 15. It scores you 15, takes your total up to 41. It could be good enough. It's all in the hands of Tom. Richard.
Yeah, another fairly high-scoring one from 1999. So, yeah, game on now.
Game on, as you say. A good answer. Is it good enough? Well, Tom, you know the answer to that.
I know a few. I'm just trying to figure which would be better. The fact The Rock scored 26 did worry me slightly. There's 3 I'm choosing between. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Dragonheart and Highlander 2. I think I'm going to go for Dragonheart because it's just a voiceover.
Dragonheart, just a voiceover. Ah, Raj is nodding. Raj nods when people are about to get pointless answers. There is your red line. Below that red line, Tom, you are through to the next round. Very best of luck. Let's see if it's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said Dragonheart. Well done. You're through to the next round. Very well done. Oh! 8 points for Dragonheart takes your total up to 9. Richard.
Yeah, well played, Tom. Good answer. In fact, 3 good answers, because that scored you 8. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen would have scored you 9, and Highlander 2, The Quickening, would have scored 1. So 3 very, very good answers. Let's take a look at the pointless answers, see if you've got any of these at home. Another Time, Another Place that you filmed with Lana Turner, that's a pointless answer. Finding Forrester, another pointless answer. Just Cause, also pointless. Well done if you got that. Let's take a look at the next page. Rising Sun, that was pointless. Tarzan's Greatest Adventure, can't have been that great. The Avengers, he was in the terrible remake of that film. Let's take a look at the last page of them. The Longest Day, set in the D-Day landings. That was a pointless answer. Russia House we've already had, of course, and Time Bandits, where he played King Agamemnon and a fireman. Very, very well done if you got any of those.
Thank you, Richard. Well, the end of round 1, it turns out the losing pair with the highest score, Mark and Paul. Well, bad luck. This wasn't in the script at all. You were meant to be here for much, much longer.
Need to get back to work tomorrow.
Well, well, dear, oh dear, oh dear. Whose fault was that? You're going to blame Paul for The Rock?
Yeah.
But I would have thought The Rock would be very low scoring, as indeed, presumably, so did you. Well, I'm afraid this is where we say goodbye. This is your second appearance on the show, but you have been excellent contestants. It's been lovely having you. Thanks so much for playing. Great contestants. And the question concerns film songs and their films. Film songs and their films. In this round, we're about to show you a list of songs from films. We asked 100 people to tell us which films they are from. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to show you 6 songs on each pass, all of which were nominated for an Academy Award. The more obscure answers, the harder ones, will score you fewer points. Obviously, the easier ones will score you very high points. If you give us an incorrect answer, you'll score 100 points. See if you can get all 6 of them at home, and I promise you there are some from before 1970.
So we are looking for the films that these songs are from, and we have got When You Wish Upon a Star, Lose Yourself, Nobody Does It Better, in brackets, I've Had the Time of My Life, in brackets, Everything I Do It For You, and Over the Rainbow. I'll read those one more time. When You Wish Upon a Star, Lose Yourself, Nobody Does It Better, I've Had the Time of My Life, Everything I Do It For You, Over the Rainbow. OK. So there are the 6 songs. You need to give me the film. OK, Myth. Any of these on your set list?
Not at the last count, no.
OK. Myth, from that list, which is the most obscure one you reckon you know?
I'm going to play it safe, I think. Well, safe-ish. And I'm going to go with Lose Yourself from 8 Mile.
Lose Yourself from 8 Mile. Well, let's see if Myth is right, and if he is, let's see how many people knew that answer. Yeah, you see, down it goes, Myth. I think that was a very, very good one to pick. 7. That's a great answer. 7 points. Lose Yourself, 8 Mile. Richard.
Yeah, very good answer. Well played. Won the film's only Oscar.
Very good. That's a fantastic answer. 7 points. Now, Doreen, you now have 5 left on that table. I reckon you might know some quite obscure ones here.
Well, they're all very popular, aren't they? I know them all. But I'm going to go with I've Had the Time of My Life from Dirty Dancing.
OK, Doreen, The Time of My Life from Dirty Dancing. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said that. $60. Wow, a very well-known song. That scores you 60, Doreen. Richard.
That's a huge score, isn't it? It's very surprising. Yeah, Bill Medley and Jennifer Warnes from Dirty Dancing. It won the Oscar in 1988.
Thanks very much, Richard. OK, so now, Ellie. Ellie, there are now 4 songs left on the board. Do you think you might know which films they come from?
I know which songs 3 of them come from, but I think that of the ones I know, hopefully the lowest points is going to be Nobody Does It Better from The Spy Who Loved Me.
Nobody Does It Better from The Spy Who Loved Me. Let's see if that's right, Ellie, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. It's right. Very good. Down it goes to 8. Spy Who Loves Me scores you 8 points. Richard.
Yeah, another very good answer. Carly Simon, of course, from 1977, from The Spy Who Loved Me. Let's take a look at the rest of the board. We've already had the biggest answer, actually, which was I've Had the Time of My Life. Over the Rainbow was, of course, from The Wizard of Oz, would have scored you a fairly hefty 57. Everything I Do It For You was from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Also would have been a big score, 47. And When You Wish Upon a Star, it was Pinocchio. Would have scored you 18. So we had the biggest answer and the 2 smallest answers in that round.
OK, well, we're halfway through the round, so let's take a look at the scores as they stand. Well, Myth, fabulous low score with 7 there. Similarly, Ellie, lovely low score there, 8 points. Doreen, I mean, you knew them all, I think. Most of them, anyway. Yes. And you just happened, I mean, who'd have known that that was going to be the high-scoring one? So, Yvonne, you're going to have to find a really low score. OK, we're going to come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, we're going to put 6 more songs on the board, and here they are. They read like this. Maniac, Circle of Life, My Heart Will Go On, Moon River, Jai-Ho, Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. I'll read those again. Maniac, Circle of Life, My Heart Will Go On, Moon River, Jai-Ho, Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. Now remember, we are looking for the films that these songs are from, and you're trying to find the one that the fewest of our 100 people knew. So, Ray, you are 52 points behind Yvonne and Doreen. What does that board look to you like?
I think I'm going for one of my favourite songs, but it might be quite popular. Moon Rivers from Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Moon River, Breakfast at Tiffany's. Rox is nodding harder. That's his favourite film. On the tour bus, they play it on a loop. There is your red line. Below that, you're through to the head-to-head. You are saying Moon River from Breakfast at Tiffany's. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. Very well done, Ray. Very well done. That scores you 14, takes your total up to 22. Richard, Moon River.
Yeah, very well done, Ray. A great song, a great score. Seen you through to the next round very safely. Won the Oscar in 1962.
OK, very good. Moon River, well done, Ray. Now, Yvonne, you are the front runners on 60. You have to score as low as you possibly can.
Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, I think, is from Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
You are saying Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Obviously, there's no red line for you because you are the front runners, the high scorers. Let's see if that's right, and let's hope hardly anyone thought of it. 33, that scores you, taking your total up to 93. Richard, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Yeah, a very good answer, and it actually won the Best Song Oscar in 1970.
Very good. Burt Bacharach, of course.
Yeah, Burt Bacharach and Hal David, yeah.
Indeed. There we are. OK, now then, Rox, you are on 7. If you can score 85 or less with your answer, you are through to the head-to-head. OK, so we are looking for the films that these songs have come from.
I'm going to go for, I think it'll be less than 85, Circle of Life being from The Lion King.
Circle of Life, Lion King, you're saying. You're hoping that scores you less than 85. OK, here's your red line. If you get below that, Circle of Life will see you through to the head-to-head. Yeah. OK, let's see if that's right and how many people said it. Circle of Life. It's right and good enough. Very good, 58. Takes your total up to 65. Richard.
Yeah, you have very good knowledge of The Lion King for a hard rocker, I have to say. It's very impressive. Let's have a look at the others. Yeah, My Heart Will Go On absolutely was from Titanic, but would have scored you a fairly hefty 66 points. Maniac, Xander. Do you know what Maniac is from?
Is it Flashdance?
It's Flashdance. It is Flashdance. Very well done. Would have scored you 10 points. Now, Jai-Ho is a pointless answer.
No.
Jai-Ho, if you got it at home, well done.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Would have scored you £250. It is, of course, from Slumdog Millionaire.
OK, thanks very much, Richard. So at the end of round 2, the losing pair with the highest score, I'm afraid to say it's Yvonne and Doreen. Dear, oh dear.
Never mind.
Now, what are all the people in the ladies' club going to think of this? They're going to be chucking bits of Victoria's sponge at the telly right as we speak.
Voted off the committee for definite, yeah.
That's never going to happen, Doreen. And the great news is we will see you again next time. You've been lovely contestants. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Film adaptations and their original authors. Oh, Janice. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Film adaptations and their original authors. In this round, we're about to show you a list of films. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to tell us who wrote the books on which they are based. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to give you the name of 6 films in each pass. Obviously, the more obscure the film, the fewer points you'll score. And if you give us an incorrect answer, you'll score 100 points. See if you can get all 6 of them at home.
OK, thanks, Richard. The first 6 are Alice in Wonderland, The Firm, A Clockwork Orange, The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, Trainspotting, To Kill a Mockingbird. Let me read those one more time. Alice in Wonderland, The Firm, A Clockwork Orange, The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, Trainspotting, To Kill a Mockingbird. OK, Jamie, we are looking for the authors of the books of which these films are adaptations. Are you familiar with these being books before they were films?
I'm familiar with them being books, but haven't got an idea of many of the authors, sadly.
OK.
I will go for To Kill a Mockingbird, and I think it's Harper Lee.
Harper Lee. Lauren's giving nothing away. I can't gauge if she's pleased with that or not. Harper Lee is what you're saying. Let's see if it's right, and if it is, let's see how many people knew that answer. Well done, Jamie. Very good answer, Jamie. Harper Lee scoring you 10 points. Richard.
Yep, wonderful answer, wonderful book. The book won a Pulitzer Prize in 1961, and the film starring Gregory Peck was 1962.
OK, thanks very much. Now, Karen J. We are looking for the authors of the books on which these films are based.
I think I'll go for The Firm, and I'm sure it's John Grisham.
There it is, second one down. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people knew that answer. John Grisham. It's right. $14, that scores you. Surprisingly low score.
Pretty low score, isn't it?
It's one of those books, isn't it, that you saw people reading everywhere at one stage.
But I think he's written so many since, hasn't he? They've all got those sort of the something titles, perhaps people forget. And it was 1991 it was written. The film was 1993.
OK, thanks, Richard. Now then, Karen T. Have you read any of these?
No.
Have you seen any of the films?
Yes, I have seen some of the films. I've seen Lord of the Rings, of course.
Yeah.
And I didn't see the new version of Alice in Wonderland. I don't think I've ever seen the other two, though. So I'm going to go for Alice in Wonderland and Lewis Carroll.
OK, Lewis Carroll, you are saying. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people knew that Lewis Carroll wrote Alice in Wonderland. $29. That scores you, Karen. Lewis Carroll, Richard.
Yeah, the book was written in 1865, and they had to wait for cinema to be invented. There was a Disney animated version in 1951, then the 2010 Tim Burton version. Let's take a look through the rest of the boards. I'll test your knowledge. You're always very good at this sort of thing.
Yes.
Janice is an English teacher, of course. You are an English graduate, so you should do rather well.
Yes.
So, Lord of the Rings, written by...
J.R.R. Tolkien.
Correct, would have scored you a fairly hefty 45 points. Trainspotting...
Irvin Welsh.
Irvin Welsh, exactly right. That would have scored you 9 points. That was his first novel. And A Clockwork Orange is by...
Burgess, Anthony Burgess.
Anthony Burgess, exactly right. That's the best answer on the board, just 3 points. So well done if you said Anthony Burgess.
OK, we're halfway through the round, so let's take a look at the scores. Well, they're pretty low scores. 29, normally, Karen T. That's normally a pretty good score. However, you are way out in front. So, Anthony, you have a job to do in the second pass.
Again.
Karen J and Janice on 14, Lauren and Jamie on 10. Much of a muchness, really. Lovely low scores, but anything can happen in the next pass. So, Janice, we're looking for a little bit of chalky magic from you. OK, we're going to come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, we're going to put 6 more films on the board, and here they are. We have got Bridget Jones's Diary, The Da Vinci Code, Atonement, The Beach, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, About a Boy. Let me read those one more time. Bridget Jones's Diary, The Da Vinci Code, Atonement, The Beach, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, About a Boy. And remember, we are looking for the authors of the books of which these are the film adaptations. Anthony, have you seen any of these films?
I have seen 3 of them, I think, or 4 of them.
OK, well, you are on 29. You are the high scorers.
Yeah.
You have to score as low as you possibly can here, otherwise we'll be saying goodbye to you at the end of this round.
So that's the problem, because we're in front, I feel like I should take a risk, and so I'm going to have to take a risk with About a Boy, because I think it's sitting on the bookshelf at home that we have. but I couldn't tell you for definite. And it's going to be a very big risk now. 'Cause I know when I say it, my mum's going to say it's wrong, probably.
She's preparing herself for it.
So I'm going to go with Ian Rankin is wrong.
Well, no, you've done exactly the right thing, Anthony. Exactly the right thing. You've taken a risk. You are saying that About a Boy is written by Ian Rankin. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. Bad luck. Oh, I'm afraid that answer is ranking up with your exit from last time. Unfortunately, that is a wrong answer, so you score the maximum of 100 points, which takes your total up to 129, Richard.
Yeah, tough luck, Anthony, but you did have to take a risk if the other ones you knew were high-scoring. I won't say who it is by, just in case Janice or Lauren want to have a go at that.
OK, yes, as I say, that takes your score up to 129, which I'm afraid is an unbeatably high score. So you will, I'm sorry to say, be leaving at the end of this round. Right, Janice, you are on 14 after Karen's answer of The Firm. What are you going to say from that board?
Looking at them, there's one of them that I'd like to go for, and I only know the second name, so I've got to go with one I know the whole name, so it's going to be one of the popular ones. I go for the Da Vinci Code and Dan Brown.
OK, a little-known book. The Da Vinci Code and Dan Brown, you're hoping to score as few points as possible. It doesn't really matter. Even if you score 100, you're still through to the head-to-head. Let's see if it's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said the Da Vinci Code was by Dan Brown. Wow. Well, that's right. It scores you 37, taking your total up to 51. That's a very low score for the...
Surprisingly low, isn't it? It's the publishing sensation of the century, probably, isn't it, the Da Vinci Code?
Yeah.
It was released in 2003.
Maybe the publishing phenomenon.
It was a phenomenon that a fairly unknown writer suddenly had the world's best-selling book.
Yeah.
And then continued to release best-selling books after it.
Very good. Now, Lauren. Now then, Lauren, you're on 10. It doesn't matter what you say. You can score 100 points if you like. You'll still be through to the head-to-head. We are looking for the authors of the books that were adapted into these films.
Well, I've seen all the films, but and I've even read some of the books, but my mind has gone completely blank. So I have to go with a safe answer again and go with J.K. Rowling.
You have to select the film first.
Oh, sorry, it's Harry Potter.
I see. Yes, I thought it might be. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, J.K. Rowling. Well, let's see how many people said that. $49, that scores you. That takes your total up to 59.
Yeah, it's the second book in the Harry Potter series, and the second film in the Harry Potter series, directed by Chris Columbus. Let's clear up About a Boy first. Do you want to visualise that bookshelf? Is there any other names?
I can even see the colour of the book, but I couldn't tell you wrote it.
OK, it's Nick Hornby. Is the writer of the book. Would have scored you 4 points as well. Would have seen you safely through. Alexander, Bridget Jones' Diary.
Helen Fielding.
Helen Fielding, absolutely right. Would have scored a surprisingly low 10 points though. Atonement.
Ian McEwan.
Ian McEwan, another very low score, actually 5. And The Beach, which is the lowest score of all. Well done if you got this at home.
Alex Garland.
Alex Garland is exactly right. Would have scored you 2 points.
Very good. OK, thanks, Richard. So at the end of round 2, the losing pair with the highest score is Karen and Anthony. Normally, actually, people surprise themselves with how much they know.
Not me. I've surprised myself a little, I know.
Are you going to take the blame, Anthony?
I've got to, haven't I?
Well, I don't know. I think your mother looks incredibly forgiving.
I don't know if About a Boy is actually on the bookcase.
Nick Hornby is, but not About a Boy.
Oh, well, you can go home. And listen, I'll tell you what, Anthony, you can read it.
If it's there.
If it's there. It's a very good book. You'll enjoy it. Anyway, I'm very sorry. Once again, we say goodbye to you before the end of the show. We haven't, I'm afraid, seen you at your best, but you have been fantastic contestants. Thanks very much for playing. Thank you. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many feature films starring Hugh Grant as they could. Can you be more specific, Richard?
Yep, these are feature films made for cinema release for which Hugh Grant has received an acting credit. As always, there are some things we won't accept. We won't accept short films, TV films, documentaries, or anything where he plays himself. Voice performances do count. Hugh Grant has made 32 feature films.
Thanks very much, Richard. OK, Kevin and Mark, you're going first. Kevin, what are you going to give me?
The man who went up a hill and came down a mountain.
Very well remembered. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said the man who went up a hill and came down a mountain. Oh. Well, bad luck. Unfortunately, that's a wrong answer, which means you score 100 points. We are looking for feature films starring Hugh Grant. On to our next pair. Sue.
3 Weddings and a Funeral.
OK. It is all about scoring low in this game, so I applaud your efforts in that department.
It's an unheard film.
Let's see how many of our 100 people said 3 weddings and a funeral. If it's a wrong answer, it will, I'm afraid, also score 100 points.
I don't know any films by Hugh Grant.
Unfortunately, that is a wrong answer, which means you do score the maximum of 100 points. On to our next pair. Jamie. Jamie, what are you going to say?
I think I recall him in a film called Privileged.
Privileged?
Yeah.
Let's see how many of our 100 people said Privileged. It's good. It's very good. It's very good. That means that none of our 100 people said Privileged, and that adds £250 to today's jackpot, taking the total up to £2,500. Very good indeed. Privileged, Richard.
A brilliant answer. 1982, Privileged, one of his very, very first films.
Very good indeed. Have you seen it?
No. I was only 3.
Very good. Well, congratulations, Jamie. A very good answer there. On to our last pair. James, we are looking for feature films starring Hugh Grant. What are you going to say?
Sirens.
Sirens. Very good. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Sirens. It's a correct answer. It's another good answer. Oh! That means that 2 of our 100 people said Sirens. That gives James and Joe a lovely low score of 2. Well, we are halfway through the round. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. David and Jamie looking fantastic there on 0. Unfortunately, Sue and Sharon and Kevin and Mark, you are our high scorers. You've got to hope that you can find a pointless answer in the next pass and hope that everyone else scores as high as they possibly can. OK, we're going to come down the line now. Will the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, Joe, we are looking for feature films starring Hugh Grant. You are currently on 2, which means to be absolutely safe and avoid becoming the high scorers, you want to be scoring 97 or less with this answer.
I'm thinking of 2, and I'm trying to decide which is going to be the lowest scoring. I'm going to go for Mickey Blue Eyes.
Mickey Blue Eyes. Very good. Here's your red line. You have to be below that line, Joe. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Mickey Blue Eyes. Good. It's very good. That means that 4 of our 100 people said Mickey Blue Eyes. That takes James and Joe's total up to 6. Well now, David and Jamie, you are our low scorers with that fantastic pointless answer of Privileged. Let's see if you can follow it up with another pointless Hugh Grant film.
I doubt it. Very much so. I'm going to play safe. I recall him playing the Prime Minister in Love Actually.
You have to score 99 or less with Love Actually to be sure of getting through to the next round. I think you might just do it. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Love Actually. It's good. That means 21 of our 100 people said Love Actually. That takes your total up to 21. You are through to the next round. Right, things start heating up a bit now. Sharon and Sue and Mark and Kevin, you are both on 100 points, our maximum possible score. Sharon, you have to score as little as you possibly can with this answer. I can't tell you what you need to score, but your target is basically pointless. Anything over a pointless is going to be, it's going to be a risk.
The Lady and the Highwayman.
Well, I think if that's a right answer, it stands a good chance of being pointless. We will put it to our 100 people. If it is an incorrect answer, you will, of course, score the maximum of 100 points. And you really will then be risking elimination at the end of this round. Let's see how many of our 100 people said The Lady and the Highwayman. Unfortunately, that is a wrong answer, which means you score the maximum of 100 points. You are now on 200. You might have just thrown a lifeline to Mark and Kevin. Richard, The Lady and the Highwayman.
Yeah, he was in it, but it was a TV drama. And I'm guessing he played the highwayman.
OK, Mark and Kevin, I'm sure you're aware of what you've got to do here. Basically, you've got to score less than 100 points. Otherwise, you'll both be on 200. In that event, obviously, there will be a tie-break. But if you can score less than 99 points, then you are through to the next round.
I'm going to play safe and go with Notting Hill.
Notting Hill. Play safe and go with Notting Hill and hope that fewer than 100 people said it. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Notting Hill. It's good enough. That means that 46 of our 100 people said Notting Hill. That takes your total up to 146 and sees you comfortably into the next round. So at the end of round 2, the losing pair with the highest score is Sue and Sharon. Dear, oh dear. You were very clever there, The Lady and the Highwayman. You'd
been TV.
Yeah, you'd stolen a march on all of us. Sadly, it wasn't released. And Sue?
It was 4 weddings and a funeral.
It was 4 weddings and a funeral. Yeah. One more wedding.
One more wedding.
Just one wedding shy. Richard, what should they have said if they'd wanted to stay in the game?
Well, yeah, we had 2 answers disallowed there, because we had 3 weddings and a funeral, which, of course, was 4. I assumed he'd walked out just before the end and had missed the last wedding. Slightly more controversially, Kevin, you gave us the man who went up a hill and came down a mountain. It was the Englishman who went up a hill and came down a mountain. And there it is. We can't take it. In case somebody else wanted to give us the real title, we couldn't accept it. Let's take a look at the most obvious answers, the ones that everybody said. The third most obvious was Bridget Jones' Diary. The second most we just had from Mark, which was Notting Hill. And, of course, the most obvious answer of all, the famous 3 weddings plus another wedding at the end after you'd left. 4 weddings and a funeral.
Thanks very much, Richard. OK, Sue and Sharon, you've wasted one of your chances to get through to the pointless final. We have to say goodbye for today. We'll see you next time for your last chance. Thanks so much for playing. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Alfred Hitchcock films as they could. Richard, elaborate.
Yeah, we're looking for any feature film made for cinema release for which Alfred Hitchcock is credited as the director. Now, over his career, he made 53 films, all the way from the mid-20s through to the 70s, so an awful lot to choose from. OK. Remember, you need to score the fewest points, so you need to give the answer that the fewest of our 100 people said. OK, Zena, you are first. What's it going to be?
The Birds.
OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said The Birds. That means 91 of our 100 people said The Birds. That gives Zena and Julie a high score of 91. On to our next pair, Martin. We are looking for Alfred Hitchcock films. What are you going to give me?
Well, I have 2 in mind. I think Rear Window.
OK, you're going to go with Rear Window. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Rear Window. Oh, it's good. Very good. That means 22 of our 100 people said Rear Window. That gives Martin and Simon a score of 22. Bob, what are you going to give me?
I got 2. I'm going to go for a risky strategy. The Mirror Cracked.
The Mirror Cracked. Let's see how many of our 100 people said The Mirror Cracked. Unfortunately, that is an incorrect answer. That means you score the maximum of 100 points. So, Richard, The Mirror Cracked.
Yeah, The Mirror Cracked. It's a Miss Marple story, one of the most famous of the Agatha Christie novels, and it has been made into movies a couple of times, but not by Hitchcock, I'm afraid.
Bad luck. OK, well, we are halfway through the round. Let's see where we are on the scoreboard. Simon and Martin looking pretty good on 22. Keep up that low scoring and you'll definitely be through to the next round. Graham and Bob now looking very vulnerable there on 100. You've got to see if you can find a pointless answer on the return and hope everyone else scores as high as they can, otherwise you will be leaving the show. OK, we're going to come back down the line. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, we are looking for Alfred Hitchcock films. Graham and Bob, you are now the highest scorers on 100. Graham, you've got to find a really obscure one here to get yourselves out of hot.
That was going to be Bob's round, I think, the classic movies. So I'm going to have to play it safe after his risky strategy, hoping that I'm not all the way up here going to get vertigo.
Let's see, how many of our 100 people said vertigo? It's good. That means 13 of our 100 people said vertigo. That brings your total up to 113. OK, Simon and Martin, you are on 22. Bob and Graham are way ahead on 113. To avoid overtaking them and becoming the high scorers, you have to score 90 or less. Simon, what are you going to say?
Well, vertigo was the only one that I can think of. And apart from that, I'm really struggling. I can only think of, and I'm hoping it is a Hitchcock, 39 Steps.
39 Steps. Of course, if that's a wrong answer, you will score the maximum 100 points. You only have to come below that red line to be through to the next round. Above that red line, and you risk being the high scorers and being eliminated. Let's see how many of our 100 people said the 39 Steps. It's good, and you're through. It's very good. Look at that. That means only 7 of our 100 people said the 39 Steps. That brings your total up to 29.
There were 26 pointless answers. I mean, he's done a huge amount of films, and you know, a lot of these are very early ones. If we take a look at a few of them, Notorious, unbelievably, was a pointless answer. Cary Grant, Ingrid Bergman. Jamaica Inn, which is the last movie he made in England before he went over to Hollywood. Juno and the Paycock. If we take a look at the worst answers you could have given, Martin, you gave us the third worst, which was Rear Window. Unbelievably, the second worst was Psycho. Psycho was beaten heavily by the very worst answer, which, Zena, you'll know well, it was The Birds. Beat Psycho by miles. Those are the 3 worst answers.
Well, there we are. Thanks, Richard. OK, Zena and Julie, you've wasted one of your chances to get through to the pointless final. But we have to say goodbye to you now. We'll see you next time for your last chance. But thanks so much for playing. Thanks. OK, guys, the round 2 category is film. Film. So can you decide amongst yourselves who's going to go first and who's going to go second? OK, right, whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. Now remember, Pointless is all about scoring the fewest points possible, so you're looking for the answers the fewest of our 100 people said. So, we gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many films directed by Steven Spielberg as they could. Can you be more specific than that, Richard?
Yeah, this is films where Spielberg is credited as director, cinema releases, so no TV movies, no short films, no documentaries. And looking down the list, I think this is quite a hard category. There are plenty of pointless answers out there, though. He's made plenty of pointless movies.
So, Brian and Philip, you're first. What are you going to go with?
I do quite like Steven Spielberg, so...
He'll be pleased to hear that.
1941.
Let's see how many of our people said 1941. That's a correct answer. That's an impressively obscure answer. Only 5 of our 100 people said 1941.
Yeah, a really good answer. 1941, a Dan Aykroyd movie from the late 70s. I think I would have said 1941. Well, I wouldn't. I would have said one of the pointless ones because they're written in front of me.
Well, on to Sue and Sandra. Sue, what are you going to go with?
I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to go for Always.
Always. If it's incorrect, of course, it will earn you the maximum of 100 points. So let's see how many of our 100 people went with Always. It's the right answer.
Come on. Come on.
That's a great score, but so nearly a pointless. That's so unfair to be so near and so far. Always. Richard?
Always, because a 1989 film with, I think, Richard Dreyfuss and Holly Hunter. You probably know more about it than I would. What's the plot?
It's about a guy that dies.
Oh, sounds great. Oh, well, anyway, look out for it. It sounds like a cracker. On to Mohammed and Rubina. Mohammed, what are you going to go with?
See, now, because they've done so well, I'm going to have to risk it. I'm going to say Amistad. I don't even know if he directed it. I think he did, but I think it's going to be pointless because I just found out recently. Amistad.
Amistad.
Amistad, yeah.
And it has to be a film directed by
I hope so.
Steven Spielberg.
I don't know.
And if it's incorrect, you will score the maximum of 100 points. Amistad. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. It's a correct answer. Good. Ooh. Oh, it's pointless! So that means none of our 100 people said Amistad, and that adds another £250 to today's jackpot. Amistad, Richard?
Yeah, great answer. It's a 1997 film about slavery, nominated for 4 Oscars.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I knew you had a pointless in you there, and now you've got it. Well done. Phil and Wendy. Phil, what are you going to go for?
Lots of Spielberg films in my head, but all of them are popular. So one I can think of is Close Encounters.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind. OK, well, let's see how many of our 100 people went with that. Not bad. Oh. 39. I mean, that's not a terribly high score, but it does, I'm afraid, leave you as the front runners. OK, well, let's see where we are. Mohammed and Rubina, obviously you're doing very well with the lowest score of 0. And Phil and Wendy, I'm afraid things aren't looking that good for you, as you have the highest score currently with 39. If things stay that way, you will be leaving the game at the end of this round. So you've got to try and score as little as possible. Try and think of those obscure films. So we're going to come back up the line. Will the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, Wendy, your turn. So remember, we're looking for a film directed by Steven Spielberg. What are you going to go with?
All or Nothing. I could have got this completely wrong, but there's something niggling in the back of my head. It's a film called Batteries Not Included, which I pray is a Steven Spielberg film.
Well, if it's a pointless, it would put you very much back in the running. Batteries Not Included. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Oh! Well, unfortunately, that is a wrong answer, which means that you did score the maximum of 100 points. So, yeah, Batteries Not Included. What about that?
I think that's really tough luck. It was exec produced by Steven Spielberg.
Oh.
Wasn't directed by him. It was directed by Matthew Robbins.
You see what it was, Wendy? Your knowledge was too specialist. You know too much for this show. Unfortunately, with 139 points, there's no way anyone can get a higher score than you, so you are definitely out at the end of this round. Even if they score the maximum 100 points, they still won't have as high a score as you. Pointless is all about scoring as low as possible, but our other pairs can still try and find those pointless answers and add more money to the jackpot. So, we move on to Rubina and Mohammed. Rubina, it's your turn. What are you going to go with?
I'm going to go, I hope it's an obvious one, Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan. OK, well, let's see how many of our 100 people said Saving Private Ryan. Oh. 13! Well, that was nearly a pointless, but still, it was a very good low score. Sandra and Sue, see if you can find that elusive, pointless answer.
Nothing to lose. Catch Me If You Can.
So remember, we're looking for a film directed by Steven Spielberg. Let's see how many of our 100 people went with Catch Me If You Can. Very good indeed. That means that none of our 100 people said it, and it adds £250 to today's jackpot. really good film, I thought. What do you say
I
about
thought it was
that,
a great
Richard?
film. I'm amazed that was Pointless. Leonardo DiCaprio, isn't it?
Yeah, interesting. Anyway, very well chosen. Yep. Philip, your turn. What are you going to say?
Well, I'm no film buff at all, so I think I'm just going to go for an easy one that I think is a Spielberg one, which is Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. Whatever the outcome, you're definitely safe. So remember, we're looking for a film directed by Steven Spielberg. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Jurassic Park. 25. So that means that 25 of our 100 people said Jurassic Park. So at the end of round 2, the losing pair with the highest score are Phil and Wendy. Remember, the aim was to score the lowest number of points possible.
Yeah, we know.
That was a tough one, was it?
We knew the rules, you didn't know the answers.
What else can you tell us about Steven Spielberg and his films?
These are the answers that none of our 100 people could remember. We heard Amistad from Mohammed. We have Catch Me If You Can from Sue. Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was pointless. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade was pointless.
Really?
Nobody mentioned it at all. Do you want to have a little guess what the three most
popular
the
ones?
worst answers they could have given? We've already had Close Encounters.
E.T.
E.T. was number 1, the worst answer you could have given. And number 3 was Jaws.
Well, thanks very much, Richard. OK, Phil and Wendy, you've wasted one of your chances to get through to the pointless final, so we have to say goodbye to you for today, but we'll see you next time for your last chance. Film franchises. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to show you 5 sets of titles now from various film franchises, but we've missed out to the name of the film franchise in each. What are those franchises?
Thank you very much indeed. OK, let's reveal our 5 sets of films. Here they come. Escape from the Blank, 1971. War for the Blank, 2017. Blank and the Temple of Doom, 1984. Blank and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, 2008. Blank the Meltdown, 2006. Blank Dawn of the Dinosaurs, 2009. Blank Revenge of the Fallen, 2009, and Blank Age of Extinction, 2014, and Blank Beyond Thunderdome, 1985, Blank Fury Road, 2015. I'll read those all again. Escape from the Blank, 1971, War for the Blank, 2017, Blank and the Temple of Doom, 1984, Blank and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, 2008, Blank the Meltdown, 2006, Blank Dawn of the Dinosaurs, 2009, Blank Revenge of the Fallen, 2009, and Blank Age of Extinction, 2014, and Blank Beyond Thunderdome, 1985, and Blank Fury Road, 2015. Leslie and Holly, you will go first.
We are going to go for the bottom one, Mad Max.
Mad Max for the bottom one, say Leslie and Holly. OK, now then, Dan and Chris, do you fancy talking us through the rest of that board?
So we think the top one is Planet of the Apes. The second one is Indiana Jones. The third one maybe is Ice Age. I don't. The fourth one maybe, I don't know, X-Men or something like that. I think we're going to go for the top one, Planet of the Apes.
OK, Planet of the Apes for the top one. So we have Mad Max and we have Planet of the Apes. Leslie and Holly have gone for Mad Max for the bottom one, Beyond Thunderdome, Fury Road. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Mad Max. Down that goes 53. 53 for Mad Max. Dan and Chris, meanwhile, have gone for Planet of the Apes for the top one. Escape from the Planet of the Apes and War for the Planet of the Apes. How many people said that? That's right. And it wins you the point. Just what you needed, guys. You're back in the game. 32 for that, which means after 2 questions, it's 1-1.
Yeah, when Planet of the Apes first came out, there was no Oscar category for makeup, and they invented a special honorary one for makeup for John Chambers for his work on Planet of the Apes, because it was so extraordinary.
Wow.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, shall we fill in the rest of these? You're quite right about Indiana Jones. You were quite right to avoid it as well. So it would have scored 68. The Meltdown and Dawn of the Dinosaurs, absolutely right, was Ice Age. Would have scored 30. The best answer on the board, though, is Revenge of the Fallen, Age of Extinction, which is Transformers. That would have scored you 20 points. Well done if you said that at home.
And the question for round 2 concerns Disney songs and their films. Disney songs and their films. So in this round, we're about to show you a list of songs. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to tell us which Disney animated movie they are from. Richard.
Yeah, we're going to give you 6 songs. All you've got to do is tell us the movie they originally featured on the soundtrack of. The more obscure ones will score you the fewest points. If you give us an incorrect answer, though, you'll score 100 points. And see if you can get all of them at home.
OK, your first 6 are... When You Wish Upon a Star, I'll Make a Man Out of You, The Bare Necessities, Go the Distance, The Unbirthday Song, Circle of Life. Let's read those one more time. When You Wish Upon a Star, I'll Make a Man Out of You, The Bare Necessities, Go the Distance, The Unbirthday Song, Circle of Life. Now then, Nigel, we're looking for the Disney animated films that these songs came from. Are you a fan of animated films?
No, it's...
Really? Not even the classic Disney animated films?
No, it's just not my thing.
Not your thing? Never was?
No, if I had my son with me, he'd tell me every one of those, but he's not here, so...
What are you going to go for?
Circle of Life, The Lion King.
Circle of Life, The Lion King. OK, that's what you're saying. Let's see if it's right, and if it is, let's see how many people knew that answer. Circle of Life from The Lion King. Right. 60. So that's 40 better than 100. Very easy to score 100 in this round. Richard, Circle of Life.
Yeah, of course, by Tim Rice and Elton John. It was nominated for an Oscar, but was beaten by another one of their songs, Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
Fair enough. Simon. Now then, animated Disney films and the songs associated with them. Is this a subject close to your heart?
The animated films is not much of a problem. The songs might be, though.
Yes.
I've got a sneaky feeling about one, but I'm worried that it's going to be a very high score if I'm wrong. But I'm going to play it safe-ish. I'll go for When You Wish Upon a Star and Pinocchio.
When You Wish Upon a Star and Pinocchio, you're saying. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said When You Wish Upon a Star was from Pinocchio. That's right. Good answer, Simon. Well done. That scores you 23 points. Richard, Pinocchio.
Yeah, that earned Disney their first ever Best Song Oscar, When You Wish Upon a Star, from 1940.
As a matter of interest, how many Oscars have Disney films won?
They've won 8 Oscars up to 2010.
Get out of here.
For Best Original Song. They've won others for Best Original Score as well.
Now then, Janice. Remember, we are looking for the Disney animated films that these songs were first in.
Right, yeah. There's one there that's very obvious, and I imagine it's going to be quite high, which is the Bare Necessities.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to be absolutely honest, Go the Distance and I'll Make a Man Out of You. I can't for the minute think where they come from. But I'm going to have a go because I think I know where the Unbirthday Song came from. And I think it was in the Mad Hatter's Tea Party in Alice in Wonderland. So
Guy,
I'm risking that, I'm not 100%.
Guy's giving you a nod there, I
that's a
think.
cracking answer, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. OK, the Unbirthday Song you think might be from Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, it rings a bell.
OK, well, let's see if that's right. And let's see, that might score you very low if that is right. Alice in Wonderland, the Unbirthday Song. Let's see if it's right. It's right. Janice, that's a brilliant answer. 18 for the Unbirthday Song from Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, it's very well played, Janice. That's the best answer of the round so far. Yeah, it's from the Mad Hatter's Tea Party in Alice in Wonderland. Let's take a look at the other answers. The Bare Necessities, as Janice said, it's a fairly obvious one. It was the Jungle Book and would have scored you a fairly hefty 81 points. So it's very well avoided. Go the Distance, you know what Go the Distance is from?
I'm gonna take a guess because it's a running thing. It's a sort of it's Hercules. Is it?
It is Hercules. Yeah, very well done. Would have scored you 3 points. And I'll Make a Man Out of You.
I would have said Pinocchio for that one.
It does sound like Pinocchio, doesn't it?
It's,
but it's Mulan, and would have scored you 1 point. That's the best answer up there. Very well done if you got that.
Thanks very much, Richard. OK, well, we're halfway through the round, so let's take a look at the scores as they stand. Well, it's a lower scoring round than the first round. Linda and Nigel 60. Linda, you got a job to do in the next pass. Guy and Simon, Karen and Janice, all pretty good, nice and low there. OK, we're going to come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, we're going to put 6 more songs on the board, and here they are. We've got Colours of the Wind, Whistle While You Work, I Wonder, A Whole New World, Under the Sea, Baby Mine. I'm going to read those one more time. Colours of the Wind, Whistle While You Work, I Wonder, A Whole New World, Under the Sea, Baby Mine. Remember, we are looking for the Disney animated films that these songs were first in. And you're trying to find the one that the fewest of our 100 people knew. OK, so Karen. Karen, do you like films?
Yep.
Animated Disney films?
I love them, and my 3 children love them, so...
So you know them all pretty well?
There's one usually on about every night, so...
OK,
yeah.
so this is a perfect round for you, then. What's that board looking like to you, Karen?
Yeah, pretty good. One that's coming out of me, I'm sure it's off a film that my girls love, Pocahontas, Colours of the Wind.
Colours of the Wind, Pocahontas, you're saying. The top of the board there. Well, let's see. You are on 18. If you can score 41 or less with this, you are definitely through to the next round. There's your red line. Let's see if Colours of the Wind is indeed from Pocahontas. It's right. Very good. 14, that scores you. Takes your total up to 32. Richard.
Yeah, well done. Safely through from 1995, Pocahontas. The end title version sung by Vanessa Williams. Not the tennis player.
Interesting.
Venus Williams did When You Wish Upon a Star from Pinocchio.
Yes.
That was one of hers.
Now then, Guy. So, Guy, you're on 23. If you can score 36 or less with this, you are through to the next round. So we are looking for the Disney films that these songs first came from.
I'm not going to score 36 or less.
Really?
There's only one that's nailed on. There's another one, I can hear it in my head, but I don't know what film it's from. And there's another one where the title, I'm thinking, well, that's got to be from, but I'm not going for that either. I'm going to say Whistle While You Work is from Snow White.
Snow White, you're saying... There's your red line. If you come below that red line, you are definitely through to the next round. If you're above that red line, it's not all over, actually. Just depends how well Linda knows her Disney animated classics. OK, let's see if Whistle While You Work is indeed from Snow White. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. 74, that scores you, Guy. That takes your total up to 97. Whistle While You Work.
Yeah, it's a really, really big score. Whistle while you work, unless you work in a library, in which case... keep it down, people trying to work. 1937, that film was from, 1937.
Now then, Linda, you're on 60. If you can score 36 or less with this answer, you are through to the head-to-head, and we say goodbye to Guy and Simon. How good is your Disney knowledge?
There's only 2 there that I know which film they come from, and I think they're both going to be quite popular. I'm going to go for Under the Sea, Little Mermaid.
We have Under the Sea, and you are saying Little Mermaid. There is your red line. If you're below that red line, you stay with us. Above that red line, we say goodbye. OK, let's see if Under the Sea is Little Mermaid and how many people said it if it is. That's right. Oh! Oh! A nail-biting close to the second round there. You score 38 with that, Linda, and I'm afraid that takes you just into the red there. You are our high scorers. Richard, Little Mermaid.
Yeah, that's tough luck, Linda. What was the other one you were thinking of?
Whole New World from Aladdin.
Or if you'd said that, because it is from Aladdin, you'd have scored 32 points. Oh. And you'd be through. I'm so sorry. Baby Mine, Alexander, do you know where that's from?
No.
That's from Dumbo. Well done if you said that, because it's 3 points. And I Wonder is a pointless answer. Do you know where I Wonder is from?
No.
It's from Sleeping Beauty. Very well done if you got I Wonder.
Very good indeed. Well, thanks, Richard. So at the end of round 2, the losing pair with the highest score. Oh, that was close. Linda and Nigel. Nigel, what would you have liked to have come up? What would have been an ideal round for you?
Swing music.
Swing music?
Yeah, Frank Sinatra films, I think, would be a good one.
Linda, how about you? What would you like to have seen?
Possibly something about some TV programmes. I watch a lot of telly.
Well, maybe next time. Nigel, Linda, sorry to say goodbye to you so soon, but we will, of course, see you next time. Thanks very much for playing. Been great contestants. Thank you. However, Katie and Emily, you've scored a 4, a 3, a 2 and a 1. How's that for grouping? You just need to go one better and find a pointless answer. OK? First, you must choose a category from these 3 options, and you can go for European Football Championships, film directors, or prize-winning artists.
Do you know, can you remember winners of football championships?
Not wonderfully.
Do you think the film directors is better?
We can both do that, yeah.
Okay.
I think.
We're going to go for film directors, please.
So, we gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many films directed by Martin Scorsese as they could. Richard, tell us more.
Yeah, we're looking for any feature film for cinema release where Martin Scorsese is credited as director. So no documentaries, no short films, no films made for TV. There are 22 answers here. 22, and very, very best of luck. Very tough one.
OK, you now have up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. And all you need to win that £1,000 is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Your 60 seconds start now.
Departed, Gangs of New York.
Yes, Last Temptation of Christ. Did he do that one?
I don't know.
I
but
think
you know,
he
we've
might
got
have
3.
done, yeah.
Okay.
Any more?
Did he... Raging Bull, is that Martin Scorsese?
Oh, possibly.
Taxi Driver, is that him?
I don't know.
We've got 3, okay.
Did he do... Who directed Goodfellas? Not him.
No, that was him.
Was that him?
Yeah. But
Everyone
I
will know that
one. Okay, should we go Last Temptation of Christ?
Yeah.
The Departed, because it's very recent, and...
Gangs of New York, I think. People might not remember that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
OK, if you come up with your 3, we can stop the clock. What are your 3 answers going to be?
Okay, we're going to go for The Last Temptation of Christ, which I'm not sure he directed, but may have done. Gangs of New York.
Gangs of New York.
And The Departed.
Yeah.
And The Departed. Very good. OK, so... The Last Temptation of Christ, Gangs of New York, and The Departed. OK, this is to win our jackpot of £1,000. Let's put your first answer to the test. Let's see how many of our 100 people went with The Last Temptation of Christ. Remember, we are looking for Martin Scorsese films. This for the jackpot. You've got to get a pointless answer here. Well, it's good. For £1,000. This has to be a pointless answer. Oh! Once again, you were so close. That means 3 of our 100 people said The Last Temptation of Christ, so I'm afraid that's not a pointless answer. You have 2 more chances to win today's jackpot. Let's hope none of our 100 people could remember that Martin Scorsese directed The Gangs of New York. Once again, this is for the £1,000 jackpot. It has to be a pointless answer for you to win. Down it goes. Oh! 8. I'm afraid 8 of our 100 people knew that Martin Scorsese directed Gangs of New York and remembered it. I'm afraid it's not a pointless answer. OK, you've had 2 goes so far. As throughout the show, you've come incredibly close. I mean, it's cruel how close you've come. You've just got to hope that none of our 100 people put down The Departed. Let's find out. This for the jackpot. You've had 2 so far that were so close. You've got to hope that this is a pointless answer. Oh! Unfortunately, you didn't manage to find that all-important pointless answer, so you don't win today's jackpot of £1,000, which rolls over to our next show. However, you do get to take home our pointless trophy. That's so unfair. I mean, if only all those sort of nearly pointless answers you gave could be somehow brought forward on aggregate. Oh, are you thinking of any others? Have you thought of any other Martin Scorsese
Not
films?
ones that I think people wouldn't know. He's not... It's not really my kind of film, unfortunately.
No, but you came incredibly close.
Yeah. No, never mind. We've had a really nice day. So
Well, you've been fantastic. You've been great contestants. I don't think anyone's been that consistently low scoring. You've done fantastically well. Richard, what else could they have said?
Well, there were 5 pointless answers, Scorsese movies that nobody said. 2 very early ones, Boxcar Bertha and Who's That Knocking at My Door. Unbelievably, The Aviator, it was nominated for 11 Oscars in 2005, and it was still a pointless answer. Those are the first 3. There were 2 other pointless answers you could have had. Kundun, which again is from 1998 and was nominated for 4 Oscars, but who remembers that now? And New York Stories, which was a movie with Woody Allen in the late 80s. So there were 5 pointless answers. But you guys got 5 answers, all under 5 in the whole show. So congratulations, a brilliant performance.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic performance. And thank you so much. You've been wonderful contestants. Goodbye, and I'm sorry you're not leaving with the jackpot. You deserve to. For Katie and Ashley, it's now time for our pointless final. Congratulations, Katie and Ashley. You've seen off all the competition and you have won our coveted pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win our pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £2,250. Very impressive, and I like your tactics. You came in, you were head-to-head last time. Didn't bother coming through to the final then because it was a much smaller jackpot. I see what you've done. It's gone up, and here you are, second time round. Very strong indeed. What is going to help you win that jackpot? What subjects do you want to see come
We have a real range of knowledges between us, so that could be good or bad.
Yeah. I would like to see geography.
OK, Ashley?
I can't say what my specialist subject is. I'll just know really random things.
Brilliant skills. OK, so let's hope that something brilliantly random or geographical comes up in this last round. Today's selection looks like this. European battles, 21st century comedy films, Berlin, contemporary thriller writers.
Not battles. Battle? No.
No,
not battles.
Not battles. Comedy films, thriller writers, I think actually might be okay.
Really?
I'm just reading one book right now.
No. No, I think films.
Films. We're going to have to go films, yeah.
OK, 21st century comedy films.
Hey, best of luck. We're looking for anyone credited with appearing in any of the following films, please, according to IMDb. Anyone who appeared in Hot Fuzz, anyone who appeared in Knocked Up, or anyone who appeared in Hairspray. You've got such a good poker face. So, according to IMDb, anyone credited with appearing in any of those 3 films. Very best of luck.
OK, now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just 1 answer to be pointless of the 3. Are you ready?
Yes.
Excellent. Let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Okay. All Hairspray.
Yeah, so Elijah Kelly played Seaweed.
Oh, yeah, Elijah Kelly. Obviously, there's Brittany Snow, but she'll be too high.
No. We've got, like, Queen Latifah, Michelle Pfeiffer, James Marden. Corny Collins.
You just go.
James Marden. James Marsden. He's quite famous though.
Yeah.
James Marden.
Elijah
Marsden.
Elijah
Kelly.
I
can't think.
Who was actually like Miss Baltimore?
Nikki Blonsky.
Nikki Blonsky. She might be high.
Zac Efron.
Nah, you don't know. Wait. Nikki Blonsky, Elijah Kelly, and
James Marsden.
Yeah, he's a good one. Who else is there?
No, let's think.
Who was the cool dancers guy's sister?
I don't know.
She was cool.
Inez.
Okay. Oh, you got Queen Latifah. She'll be high.
Michelle Pfeiffer's high. John
10 seconds left.
John Travolta's high.
I'm happy with those answers. No?
Yeah,
I don't know who else is there. Yeah.
Amanda Bynes?
Nah, she'll be high. Okay. Yep. Ready?
OK, there we are. There's your minute up. Let's have your 3 answers.
Okay, all from the last category.
OK, all from Hairspray.
We're going to say Nikki Blonsky.
Nikki Blonsky.
James
Marsden.
James Marsden.
And Elijah Kelly.
And Elijah Kelly. Of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
I think we do it in order, so...
Ellija, yeah.
So Elijah Kelly we'll put last.
Yeah.
And the first one?
Nikki Blonsky.
Nikki Blonsky, that's right. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order then, and here they are. We have got Nikki Blonsky, James Marsden and Elijah Kelly. 3 fabulous answers there. Surely one of these will be pointless and we'll win that jackpot for you. What would you like to do with it, Katie?
So I'd probably be sensible and save some of it, put some towards a holiday later in the year, and also probably to take my parents out for a nice meal. They would want me to say that.
She's going to go nightclubbing, actually.
Yeah. Actually, how about you?
We're going on holiday later this year, so I'll probably spend a bit on that. And then my friend said not to say this, but I'll probably spend it on some balcony furniture as well.
First time anyone's ever said that, but that's great.
Yeah.
Well, best of luck. As I say, 3 lovely-looking answers there. I mean, I know nothing, but they look great from where I'm standing. Let's hope at least one of those is pointless and we'll win you that jackpot. Nikki Blonsky was your first answer, the one you thought was probably least likely to be pointless. However, if Nikki Blonsky is pointless, you will leave here with £2,250. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Nikki Blonsky. It's right. Nikki Blonsky now just has to take us all the way down to 0, and you leave her with £2,250. We're already in single figures. Down we go, still going down, still going down. Very well done, well done.
Thank you.
Very well done. Fantastic, congratulations. Straight out of the traps there. Nikki Blonsky was a pointless answer, which means you go home with that jackpot of £2,250. Very well done.
I mean, it's nice when the right category comes up for the right people. Very well played. Jess plays Tracy Turnblad, and that's just a pointless answer. You also said Elijah Kelly, who plays Seaweed. Also a pointless answer. And James Marsden, who was Corny Collins, also a pointless answer. Well done. Very good. You also mentioned Amanda Bynes and Brittany Snow, both of whom were pointless answers as well, so you could have given us 5. Let's take a look, shall we, at the pointless answers in the different categories, though. We will start with Hot Fuzz. Adam Buxton is a pointless answer, as well as Joe Cornish. Edward Woodward, Paddy Considine, Rafe Spall, loads of pointless answers there. Alice Lowe, Anne Reid, David Threlford, a pointless answer. Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, the biggest scorers there, unsurprisingly. Now the cast of Knocked Up. Alan Tudyk, Harold Ramis, Kristen Wiig, Wainwright III, everyone there is pointless apart from Seth Rogen, Catherine Hagel, Paul Rudd, Jason Segel, Jonah Hill, Ken Jeong and Leslie Mann. Everyone else was a pointless answer. And we will finish with Hairspray. Alison Janney is a pointless answer. Amanda Bynes, Jerry Stiller, Nikki Blonsky, there you go, won you the money. Everyone was pointless apart from John Travolta, Ricky Lake, Queen Latifah, Christopher Walken, Zac Efron and Michelle Pfeiffer. Every other person in that film, pointless answer.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard, and thanks once again to our winning pair, Katie and Ashley, who take away today's jackpot of £2,250. Well done. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye. Thank you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong and welcome to Pointless, the quiz where the aim of the game is to find the most obscure answer possible. Let's meet today's players. And couple number 1.
Hello, I'm Louis, and I'm here with my friend Justin. I'm from Stratford in London, and Justin's from Exeter.
Couple number 2.
Hi, my name's Emma. I'm from Falkirk, and this is my mum, Deborah. She's from Alloa.
Couple number 3.
Hi, I'm Michelle, and this is my son, Joe, and we're from Chesley Street.
And finally, couple number 4.
I'm Sherry, and this is my dad, Isaac, and we're from Islington, North London.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. Very warm welcome to Pointless. Lovely to have you with us. We'll get a chance to chat a little bit more as the game progresses. So that just leaves one more person for me to introduce. His bumper sticker reads, "My other book's an encyclopedia." It's my pointless friend, it's Richard.
Hiya. Hey, everybody. Good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon.
Only one returning pair from the last show. That's Deborah and Emma, who were knocked out in first round. So everybody here is a mystery to us, really. Who knows what could happen? But what a final we had last time with our 2 vicars, Phil and Steve.
Yeah.
They did Phil Collins was the category, and they got a 2-pointer and a 1-pointer. It was tense, wasn't it?
It was tense.
It's tense. Listen to how gutted everyone's pretending to sound about that.
Yeah.
Oh, no. But, yeah, it was lovely, wasn't it?
It was. That was a great
I hope we have
show.
one as good as that today. No pressure on anybody, but, boy, they really delivered, didn't they?
Didn't they? Didn't they?
They really did.
Consistent. OK, well, thank you, Richard. Thank you. Now, all our questions on Pointless have been put to 100 people before the show. Our players here are on the hunt for the most obscure answers they can. Really, you're looking for a pointless answer. That's an answer that none of our 100 people gave. Find one of those and we will add £250 to the jackpot. Steve and Phil didn't win the jackpot last time. Today's jackpot starts off at £2,000. There it is. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Just remember this, the pair with the highest score at the end of each round will be eliminated. Otherwise, best of luck, have fun. Our first category today is film titles. Film titles. Can you all decide in your pairs? Who's going to go first? Who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns animals in film titles. Richard.
7 film titles on each board, each missing an animal. Can you provide the missing animals, please? It's going to be 7 on the first board, 7 in the second, 14 in all to have a go at home.
OK, so we are looking for the animals that have escaped from these film titles. And here they are, first board of 7. Black Blank, Natalie Portman, 2010. The Blank and the Snowman, Sean Penn, 1985. A Blank Called Wanda, Jamie Lee Curtis, 1988. Bad News Blank, Billy Bob Thornton, 2005. Blank in the Mist, Sigourney Weaver, 1988. Blank on a Hot Tin Roof, Elizabeth Taylor, 1958. And The Blank Brief, Julia Roberts, 1993. If you had any idea how hard it is not to say the words that I'm meant to be omitting, I'll read those again. Black Blank, Natalie Portman, 2010. The Blank and the Snowman, Sean Penn, 1985. A Blank Called Wanda, Jamie Lee Curtis, 1988. Bad News Blank, Billy Bob Thornton, 2005. Blank in the Mist, Sigourney Weaver, 1988. Blank on a Hot Tin Roof, Elizabeth Taylor, 1958. And The Blank Brief, Julia Roberts, 1993. Woohoo, we've done it. Louis, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you here. That, I'm going to say, is a hairstyle.
Yeah, it's yes. Not often we get like a new one.
It's
Pointless.
wonderful.
I've never seen it before.
Is it of your own devising and design?
It's actually my wife's devising. I stopped work a few years ago, and because of that, I didn't have to see any clients or anybody else. I thought, why not have some fun?
Why not have some fun?
Exactly. My wife said, you know, you're losing a little bit at the back and a little bit at the front. Why not cut it off?
Is it spiked? I can't quite see.
It is, yeah, it is.
Oh, look at that. Very nice. Yeah. Have you ever been tempted maybe to put cheese cubes on the...
No, never cheese cubes.
Be useful at a cocktail party. You make lots of friends.
Yeah, possibly, but, you know, it would be an insult to the cheese.
I beg to differ. Anyway, listen, Louis, what about our missing animals? What are we going to do about them?
Right. It's not that brilliant. I think I'm going to have to go for the bottom one, which is the Pelican Brief.
The Pelican Brief, says Louis. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for Pelican. It's right. 62. Not bad. It's not bad. There may be higher scores to come, and it gets the game off to a good start.
Yeah, based on the John Grisham novel. Lots of films based on John Grisham novels.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now, Emma, welcome
Hello.
back. Remind us what you do, Emma.
I'm a marketing executive.
In a local car
dealership, that's correct, yes. So I do all the marketing for 3 car manufacturing brands.
See, I always think, I mean, car dealerships, they're very glamorous places.
Well, you like to think so.
You like that. And those beautiful sort of varnished wheels. I do remember having to take our car in to be serviced, and we had a puppy. And I put the puppy down thinking, what could possibly go wrong? All these tyres around the floor looking very tempting as the dog went off sniffing. I thought, no! Better bring that one in. Emma, what would you like to go for?
Well, this board isn't particularly great for me. There's a couple I knew, one of which has just been said. However, I'd like to go for the top one, and Natalie Portman was in Black Swan.
Swan, says Emma, for the top one. The missing swan. Is that right? How many people said it? It is right. 62 is the only score we have at the moment. Do you pass that with Swan? 52 is where you end up.
Yeah, Natalie Portman won an Oscar for her role in that film and also married her co-star. That's pretty good bang for your buck from doing a film, isn't it?
I'll say, yeah.
An Oscar and a husband.
Yeah.
Come on.
Shall I tell you something really fun and sweet?
Yes.
Is when she was filming V for Vendetta, the street we used to live at in Islington, was used as one of their locations. And Stephen Fry was in it. So we went down and said hello, as you do when people are filming nearby. And Stephen and Natalie came round and stopped by for a drink.
No way.
Yeah, we shot the breeze with Natalie.
Is she nice?
Very nice, really nice.
What
Very
is she?
small, tiny.
No.
Yes.
Mind you, isn't everyone?
Well...
Really?
Yeah. Anyway, God, I wonder how many more names I can drop. OK, thank you very much. Now then, Michelle.
Hello.
Welcome to Pointers. Lovely to have you here from County Durham. How nice. What do you do, Michelle?
I manage a child health information department in the NHS.
Very good indeed. And does that give you much time to do other things?
I do a lot of amateur dramatics.
Very
so
good.
That's...
What have been your favourite roles so far?
There's been quite a lot, but in Follies, I played a part in Follies that I enjoyed very much, so that was a good one.
Very good. And are you preparing for anything at the moment?
Yes, I'm rehearsing Company, Stephen Sondheim's Company at the moment, and also pantomime.
Wonderful. That's a nice, varied roster of shows you've got there. Now, Michelle, what would you like to go for on our board?
I'd like to go for Gorillas in the Mist, Sigourney Weaver.
Gorillas, says Michelle. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Gorillas in the Mist. Oh, 71. 71 for Gorillas. They're all high-scoring ones, these, aren't they? 71 for Gorillas in the Mist.
Yeah, Sigourney Weaver nominated for an Oscar for that, but did not win one and didn't meet her husband, on set. So a pretty poor experience all round for Sigourney.
Thank you very much, Richard. Sherry, welcome to Pointless.
Thank you.
Wonderful to have you with us. What do you do, Sherry?
I am a recruitment consultant within corporate affairs.
Very good indeed. And what are your interests when not recruiting?
Oh, I love football. I'm a big Arsenal fan and I try to go to as many games as I can. I also spend a lot of time with my son, who is 6, really into athletics and football. So I'm the mum at the sideline, making all sorts of screeching noises.
What's his name?
Malachi.
Malachi.
Yeah.
Hi, Malachi. Now, Sherry, this is your board. If you want to go through it and fill in all those blanks, help yourself.
There's only probably 2 that I still know. I don't know what the Sean Penn one is or the Billy Bob Thornton one, but I think the Elizabeth Taylor one is Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, but I will go for A Fish Called Wonder.
A Fish Called Wonder, says Sherry. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Fish. It's right. Look at that, what a popular film that must be. 91. Great film.
Yeah, there were 2 big scorers left and 2 lower scorers. You wouldn't have done an awful lot better if you said Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, because that would have scored you 87. So 2 big scorers there, but the other 2 are the best answers on the board. It is Bad News Bears. That would have scored you 24. Now, I didn't know this one. Do you know this one?
No idea.
I've never heard of it. It's The Falcon and the Snowman. But 9 people knew it, so it's obviously a film. Obviously haven't made it up.
It's a curious double act, that.
Well, it makes you think, doesn't it?
Falcon and the Snowman.
A falcon and a snowman.
Yeah.
Wonder what they get up to.
Well, one of them probably melts.
Well, I know that falcons famously love carrots, so there's jeopardy immediately.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you very much, Richard. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's take a quick look at those scores. The best score of that pass, what about that? Emma and Deborah on 52. Very well done indeed. Then up to Louis and Justin on 62. Then up to Michelle and Joe on 71. And then up to 91, where we find Sherry and Isaac. So, Isaac, we need a nice low score from you to keep you in the game. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Can the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 7 more titles with missing animals in them up on the board, and here they come. We have The Blank Whisperer, Kristen Scott Thomas, 1998. The Blank That Roared, Peter Sellers, 1959. The Blank, Burt Lancaster, 1963. Reservoir Blank, Harvey Keitel, 1992. Kung Fu Blank, Jack Black, 2008. Blank Proof Fence, Kenneth Branagh, 2002. And The Blank Hunter, Robert De Niro, 1978. I'll read those again. The Blank Whisperer, The Blank That Roared, The Blank, Reservoir Blank, Kung Fu Blank, Blank Proof Fence, and The Blank Hunter. There we are. Isaac, welcome to Pointless. Lovely to have you here. What do you do, Isaac?
I'm retired.
What did you used to do?
I did work for British Telecom for a number of years, and my last job was as a nursing assistant.
So when you were working for British Telecom, what was your role there?
As a technician.
Does that mean you were out with the red and white striped
No, I
canvas?
actually work indoors.
Right.
Don't tell anybody this. If you don't pay your bills.
Isaac comes round. What? You come round with some wire cutters. That's it. That was basically your job.
Yeah.
Oh, but I bet you did it with a smile. Sorry, that doesn't make it any better.
I did it with a smile until I had to cut my own line.
Oh, no! Oh, that's a terrible day's work. Isaac, you're the high scorers on 91, so we need a nice low score from you here.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. Is there anything jumping out at you? And in the ways that animals do?
I think there is a couple I know there. I would go for Burt Lancaster, The Bird.
The Bird. The Bird, says Isaac. No red line for you as you're the high scorers. Let's see how many of our 100 people said The Bird. Bad luck. Bad luck, Isaac. I'm afraid that's an incorrect answer. Scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 191.
Yeah, sorry, not The Bird. I'll give all the correct answers at the end of the pass.
Thanks, Richard. Joe, welcome.
Hello.
Good to have you here. What do you do, Joe?
I'm a civil servant.
A civil servant. Oh, no, I see you said that with a finality that says, don't ask, don't ask. What do you do when you're not working?
Like my mum, I do a lot of amateur dramatics. I'm currently rehearsing for a pantomime.
Very good. So how long does the pantomime run for?
Oh, just a week.
Just the week? Oh, that's
Just
quite
a week,
nice,
yeah.
actually. Yeah, not too onerous there. How long have you been doing this, the amateur dramatics?
Since I was 11-year-old.
I was going to say, did you go along? Basically, you had to sort of wait there while your mum rehearsed.
Yeah.
And then someone said, well, we need someone. Oh, Joe, come and play this part.
I didn't want to do it at first. I was very much, not getting into it, and then...
Oh, once you get in, you can never escape.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Now, great news. Great news for you. Less good news for Sherry and Isaac, I'm afraid. But you are through to the next round because that is a big high score on the far podium. That takes a bit of pressure off. What would you like to go for here, Joe?
Well, I'm terrible with movies, so I'm gonna play it safe with Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu Panda. OK, no red line. You're already through. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for Panda. It's right. 83 is a high score, but it doesn't matter. You're already through. 154 is your total.
That's a good film, Kung Fu Panda, isn't it?
It is. They're all good, though.
Jack Black, of course, plays the panda himself.
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Deborah, welcome back. Oh, you're going to make it into round two. That much I can promise you, Deborah. That is just going to be thrilling. Deborah, remind us what you do.
I'm a civil servant as well.
That is right. And what are your interests?
Well, my partner, he races classic motocross bikes, scrambles, so I like to go and watch him. And sometimes I assist on the course as a flag marshal, so keeping the riders safe as they go around.
How safe are you?
Well, not very sometimes.
No, I was going to say. I mean, you're not on the track, or maybe you are with a flag.
You're just at the edge of the track.
Edge of the track.
They put something in front of you, but I'm not sure how much it would save you.
But so far, it's all been fine.
The most dangerous thing is the weather in Scotland, because they stick you up a hill. I've been hailed on, snowed on, rained on. Haven't seen any sunshine yet.
What is the season of the motocross rallying, or is it?
It's April till October.
Well, you'd have thought, surely.
Oh.
If there's any justice, you get a bit of sunshine there, Deborah. Anyway, you're on 52. Doesn't matter what you score here, but let's see if you can find a nice low score.
Well, I'd like to go for the top one, Kirsten Scott Thomas, and say The Horse Whisperer.
The Horse Whisperer, says Deborah. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. Again, no line. You're already through. It's right. 73 takes your total up to 125.
Yeah, The Horse Whisperer, based on the Nicholas Evans novel.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now, Justin, welcome. Here from Exeter.
That's right.
Very good. What do you do, Justin?
I work for an audiovisual company that installs into schools, colleges, universities.
Oh, no, that's fun. And presumably the technology just changes every year, actually.
Yeah, you struggle to keep up because, some things are out of date, really quickly.
I've gone back to vinyl. I've just installed a new record player, and it is so, I say new, old, a really old record player, and it's the most exciting thing. It's so weird, actually, because the kids love it.
Yeah,
watching a record
coming
go
back,
round.
aren't they? The
Yeah.
vinyl is, yeah.
Are you doing much installation of record players?
No, that's one thing we don't do. Yeah.
I suppose it's all wireless though, largely.
Yeah,
now, which must make
it's all digital and wireless.
Makes your job a bit easier, I guess.
Yeah, less cables. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Justin, again, you're through. Lovely low score from Louis in the first pass there. 62 is your score. Do you fancy going through this board and filling in all those blanks?
Yeah, I'll have a go at a few. Was it The Lion That Roared? I'm not sure about that one. Reservoir Dogs and The Deer Hunter, but I'm going to go for Rabbit Proof Fence.
Rabbit Proof Fence, the Kenneth Branagh there. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Rabbit Proof Fence. No red line, you're already through. It's right. Oh, look, that's a very good one, Justin. 33, best score of the entire round, taking your total up to 95, our only two-digit score.
Yeah, the Deer Hunter down the bottom there, you're right about. That's a big scorer, though. Deer Hunter would have scored you 81 points. It's not The Lion That Roared, it's The Mouse That Roared. It's a wonderful film. That would have scored you 39 points. But it's the sort of thing that's always on BBC Two in the afternoon.
Exactly, always used to be, didn't it?
And you sort of, I'll watch the first couple of minutes and then that's it, you're in for the afternoon. Reservoir Dogs, you're quite right about. Reservoir Dogs would have scored you 89 points. Now, this last one, Isaac, Burt Lancaster was in The Birdman of Alcatraz, which may be what you were thinking of. This is the best answer on the board. Do you know this at all?
No, I can't think of what it is.
It's tough, isn't it? Because it literally could be anything. Leopard. The Leopard, 6 points. Very well done if you said that.
Thank you very much, Richard. So we are at the end of our first round, and we have to say goodbye to one of our pairs. I can't bear it. Isaac and Sherry, we have to say goodbye to you this time. However, the good news is we get to see you again next time. And we won't have any missing animals from film titles next time. So there we are. 2 bits of good news. We'll look forward to that very much. Meantime, thank you so much, Sherry and Isaac.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Mick and Phil. You have fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win our Pointless jackpot, and at the end of today's show, the jackpot stands at £1,000. There it is. Now, the rules are very simple. To win that money, all you have to do is find a pointless answer. That's an answer that none of our 100 people could think of. Now, we've had no pointless answers on the show today. You only have to find one now, and you will go home with that money. First, though, you've got to choose a category, and you can choose from these 3 options. They are acting dames, singer-songwriters, sportsmen.
Acting dames are not necessarily film stars, which would be your forte.
Well, I don't know. Singer-songwriters?
Singer-songwriters?
Sportsmen, I don't like the look of sportsmen. I reckon acting dames.
Go on. Yes, I'm game.
Singer-songwriters? What do you think?
No, we'll go for acting dames.
We'll go for acting dames.
Acting dames. Very good. OK, well, let's find out what the question is. We gave 100 people...
Can we change our minds after?
No. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many Helen Mirren films as they could. Helen Mirren films. Richard?
Yeah, we're looking for any feature film made for cinema release for which Helen Mirren has received an acting credit prior to May 2011, please. No short films, TV films or documentaries, but voice performances do count.
OK, you now have up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers, and all you need to win that £1,000 is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Your 60 seconds start now.
Right. If we
The Long Good Friday?
Yeah, pretty obvious.
Oh, is it? Oh.
If we go recently, she's just done that one with Bruce Willis called Red.
Oh, yes, yeah.
If we go Red, if we go back a few years, there was that Peter Greenaway film, The Cook, the Thief, the Wife, and his lover, and her lover.
I like that one.
You like the film?
No, I like the answer.
That one, Red.
Red.
Let's go for something. Another Helen Mirren film. Wasn't she in Caligula? Wasn't she in the original Caligula with Malcolm McDowell?
Yeah, was that on telly though?
No. It was a feature film. It was banned for ages, wasn't it? So should we go for The Cook, the Thief, Caligula, and Red?
Yeah.
Should we choose them 3?
Yes, you're one.
Okay.
You've got your 3.
I think we've got our 3.
We're going to stop the clock. OK, you've got your 3 answers, so let's hear them. We were looking for Helen Mirren films.
OK, we were going to go for Red.
Red.
Caligula.
Caligula.
The Cook, the Thief, his wife, and her lover.
The Cook, the Thief, his wife, and her lover.
Yeah.
OK, of those 3, which do you think is your best hunt?
That one. I
the
think
Cook,
that's probably
the Thief, his wife, and her lover.
Yeah.
We'll put that one last.
Okay, we think red will be the most popular because it's most recent.
Go for Caligula in the middle.
Yeah.
And Caligula in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put them up on the board in that order, and here they are. Red, Caligula, the cook, the thief, his wife, and her lover. Okay, we were looking for Helen Mirren films. You said this was your least confident answer. Remember, you only have to find one pointless to win that £1,000 jackpot. So let's see. Red, you've said. Let's see if that's right. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. Very best of luck. Red. It's right. That was the first thing it had to be. The second thing it has to be is pointless. We will discover how much our 100 people know about Helen Mirren films here. Down it goes. 12. Not bad at all. You put that first. You said that was the one
That's
you were...
not bad for the least confident.
Exactly. There you are. 12. It's a great starting point.
Okay.
Unfortunately, therefore, not a pointless answer. You only have 2 more chances to win today's jackpot of £1,000. What would you do with £1,000?
I think I would take my wife out, and probably the family as well, and have a good slap-up night out.
Fantastic.
Well, I'd save mine because I'm part of that family.
Yeah.
I'd expect him to treat me with his share of it, and I'd keep mine. I don't know. Spend it on crisps and sweets or something.
I know that he would help me out.
Very good. Oh, I really hope you get to do that. We are looking for Helen Mirren films. Let's hope nobody said your next answer. This has to be pointless. Caligula. If you are going to win that £1,000, Caligula has to be right and pointless. Let's see, for £1,000, how many people said Caligula? Well, it also is right. Your first answer, red, about a recent film. Caligula. Let's see how far this goes down. Still going down. Single figures. Down it goes. Oh, very well done. 2.
It's an improvement.
I tell you what, this is all going in the right direction. Fantastic. Right, okay. Your last chance. The cook, the thief, his wife, and her lover. We're looking for Helen Mirren films. You said this was your most confident answer.
I think it's the less well-known of the 3, I would have thought, but...
I'd never heard of it.
Well, that's right then.
So I live in hopes now.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Exactly. I mean, Caligula, there are all sorts of reasons why people might remember Caligula.
Yes.
OK, this has to be pointless. It has to be. This is your last chance to win the jackpot. The cook, the thief, his wife, and her lover. Let's see if it's right, and if it is, let's see how many people said it. Very best of luck, Nick and Phil. It's right. It's right. So, we've come from 18 on red down to 2 for Caligula. Let's see how far this can go. If this goes all the way down to 0, you leave here with £1,000. Oh, no! Oh dear, oh dear. Unfortunately, you didn't manage to find that all-important pointless answer, so I'm afraid you don't win today's jackpot, which rolls over onto the next show. But you have been brilliant contestants.
Thank you.
Really brilliant contestants, and you do get to take home our pointless trophy, of course. Very well done. Richard.
Guys, I'm so sorry. You've been so good throughout. Brilliant answers. You've been such fun as well. It's about to get a tiny bit worse as well. The very first thing you said when this came up, Mick, you said...
oh, no, don't tell me that was 0.
You said the long Good Friday. Phil, you said, no.
That's so obvious.
That's too obvious. It's a pointless answer. Would have won you the jackpot. Let's take a look at some of the other pointless answers as well.
I shan't say anything to him.
2010, which was a sci-fi thriller from 1984 about how unbelievably modern 2010 would be. A Midsummer Night's Dream, which was a film version of a play by a little-known English playwright named William Shakespeare. Mosquito Coast with Harrison Ford, that was pointless. The Long Good Friday, there it is. That, of course, was about Bob Hoskins trying to redevelop the Docklands as a site for a future Olympic Games, which is probably a slightly more accurate reflection of 2010 than the original film. The Madness of King George, she played George's wife, Queen Charlotte, and she was the Queen of Egypt in The Prince of Egypt as well. Guy, really, really bad luck. You played so terrifically. Great answers in this round as well. Really, really bad luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's hard, isn't it? You said that.
Yeah, I overruled him.
You said that.
I didn't really overrule you, did I? Yeah.
Well, you did really.
I think you sort of talked yourself out of it, didn't you?
I shan't say a word to him.
No.
I'm sure you'll be as good as your word, Mick.
He'll just have to wait with his two brothers when they read the will.
Yeah. Well, you've done incredibly well. Unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to you, Mick and Phil, but it's been such a pleasure having you on the show. You've been brilliant contestants. Thank you both so much for playing.
Thank you.
Nobody's won our jackpot today, so it rolls over, which means on the next show we will be playing for £2,000. Join us then to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye. Now, there's only room for 2 pairs in the head-to-head round, obviously, so one team is going to be leaving us at the end of this round. Right, the category for round 2 is film. There we are, film. Can you decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. Right, so the question is, films with 2 Oscar-winning performances. In this round, it's our exciting new round 2, we're about to show you a list of pairs of actors. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to tell us which film they both won Oscars for. Richard?
Yeah, we're going to show you 6 pairs of actors. Some of them are a little bit easier. Those ones will score you quite high points. Some of them are pretty tough, and those will score you low points. If you give us a wrong answer at any point, that will get you 100 points. See if you can get all 6 pairs at home. It's quite a tough list, and the second list, I think, even tougher.
Yeah, good luck. OK, your first 6 are Morgan Freeman and Hilary Swank, Marlon Brando and Eva Marie Saint, Meryl Streep and Dustin Hoffman, Vanessa Redgrave and Jason Robards, Anthony Hopkins and Jodie Foster, Katharine Hepburn and Henry Fonda. Shall I read those out one more time? Morgan Freeman and Hilary Swank, Marlon Brando and Eva Marie Saint, Meryl Streep and Dustin Hoffman, Vanessa Redgrave and Jason Robards, Anthony Hopkins and Jodie Foster, Katharine Hepburn and Henry Fonda. OK, Joe, we are looking for the films for which these couples won an Oscar. OK. Do you watch a lot of films?
Oh, we go through phases, really.
Do you remember? That's what it is, actually. Not watching them, it's remembering them.
Yeah, names, I'm just not very good at.
I'm prepared to bet you've probably seen most of these films.
I wouldn't bet on that.
Come on,
really
don't tell me you haven't seen every Eva Marie Saint or Jason Robards film. Come on.
Yeah, it's right up there with my Katharine Hepburn and Henry Fonda DVDs.
Uh-huh. That's heavy shelf.
Looking at this,
Yeah.
I'm going to have to play what I hope is relatively safe, so I'm sorry, putting pressure on you. But I'm going to go for Anthony Hopkins and Jodie Foster.
Sensible.
And I really do hope I'm going to go for the correct film when I say The Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs. Let's see if it's correct and how many people knew that answer. Silence of the Lambs. $53. That's a correct answer. It's 47 points better than 100. That's all you need to know. 53, Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, Anthony Hopkins won Best Actor and Jodie Foster won Best Actress. Won 5 Academy Awards in all. So a safe answer, but a correct answer. That's the way to go, isn't it?
Absolutely the way to go. Kat, we're looking for films that these actors both won an Oscar for.
Well, that was the only one I was sure of.
Maybe she's going to force you into making a very clever, pointless decision.
I know that Hilary Swank won an Oscar for a film called $1 Million Baby, but I don't know if Morgan Freeman was in it, but that's the only one I can hazard a guess at, so I'll have to go $1 Million Baby.
$1 Million Baby, you are saying, for Hilary Swank and Morgan Freeman. Let's see if it's correct, and if it is, let's see how many people knew that answer. It's right. Very good indeed. Good reasoning and a good score, 11 points.
Yeah, very good score. As you say, Hilary Swank won the Best Actress Oscar for her role as a female boxer, and Morgan Freeman won Best Supporting Actor.
Good answer. Carol.
Yes.
We are looking for the films for which these couples won an Oscar.
I think I know 2 of them.
Have you been in any of these? No.
No.
None of these films?
No, as I said, I don't think we'll ever be in anything like that. I'm going to go with, is it Katharine Hepburn and Henry Fonda?
Yes.
I think that was on Golden Pond.
On Golden Pond, Katharine Hepburn and Henry Fonda. Let's see if that's right, and if it is, let's see how many people knew that answer. It's right. Very good score, 18, Richard.
Yeah, one of the many Hepburns and one of the many Fondas. They won Best Actress and Best Actor for On Golden Pond. Very good. Oh, let's take a look at the rest. Do you know any of these?
Oh, Lord.
Meryl Streep.
Meryl's Kramer versus Kramer.
It is Kramer versus Kramer. That would have got you 15 points. Do you know Marlon Brando and Eva Marie Saint?
On the waterfront?
Is exactly right. Let's take a look at the points. That would have got you 1 point. So very well done if you got that. And the other answer, Vanessa Redgrave and Jason Robards. If you know the answer at home, well done, because it's pointless. This would have added £250. Any ideas?
No.
Julia is the answer to that. Very, very well done if you got that.
OK, we're halfway through the round. Let's take a look at the scores. Well, Joe, that was a good punt. You know, and it was the right answer. It has left you out in front, I'm afraid. So, Damien, you've got work to do on the next pass to make it through to the head-to-head. Kat and Aaron, very, very good answer there from you. And great answer, Carol, as well. OK, we're going to come back down the line. Can the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, we're going to put 6 more pairs of actors on the board. Here they are. We have got for you Liza Minnelli and Joel Grey, Tim Robbins and Sean Penn, Helen Hunt and Jack Nicholson, Gwyneth Paltrow and Judi Dench, Bette Davis and Faye Bainter, Charlton Heston and Hugh Griffith. Let me read those again. Liza Minnelli and Joel Grey, Tim Robbins and Sean Penn, Helen Hunt and Jack Nicholson, Gwyneth Paltrow and Judi Dench, Bette Davis and Faye Bainter, Charlton Heston and Hugh Griffith. Remember, we are looking for the films that these actors both won an Oscar for. And you are trying to find the most obscure, the one that will score you the lowest points, Sandra. Do you watch a lot of films?
I do watch a lot of films.
Have you seen some films with these people in?
Yes.
Have you seen some films with particularly and exclusively those people in that are paired?
But I don't know whether or not to play it safe or...
Well, let me help you make your mind up. You're currently on 18. To avoid becoming the high scorers and overtaking Damien and Joe, you have to score 34 or less with this answer.
Right, OK.
I can see that's helped you. Good.
OK. I'm going to go with Gwyneth Paltrow and Judi Dench. And I think it's Shakespeare in Love.
Shakespeare in Love, you're saying. Here comes your red line. There you are, below that red line, and you are straight through to the next round. Let's see if Shakespeare in Love is the right answer for Gwyneth Paltrow and Judi Dench. It's right. Very good answer. Well done, Sandra. That scores you 10, taking your total up to 28. Richard?
Yeah, they won Best Actress and Best Supporting Actress, respectively. I think, although I could be wrong, that Judi Dench's Oscar, it's the shortest ever performance to be given an Oscar.
She's hardly in it.
Yeah, she plays Elizabeth I in it very, very briefly and won an Oscar for it.
There you go.
There you go.
Very, very good answer, Sandra. 28, that scores you, and that sees you into the head-to-head. Now, Aaron, you are on 11. You have to score 41 or less with this answer to ensure your place in the head-to-head round. We are looking for the films for which these 2 actors won their Oscar.
This is not my strong point. I'm struggling to name any films that they've been in. I'm going to take a massive punt and say Helen Hunt and Jack Nicholson and The Shining.
You're saying The Shining for Helen Hunt and Jack Nicholson. There is your red line. If you come down below that red line, you are through to the next round. Let's see if that is a correct answer. Helen Hunt and Jack Nicholson in The Shining. And if it is, let's see how many people said it. Unfortunately, The Shining is an incorrect answer, which means you score 100 points, taking your total up to 111. Richard?
Yeah, incorrect, I'm afraid. Jack Nicholson, of course, was in The Shining, but I won't give you the correct answer just in case Joe and Damien want to have a go for it.
Well, that's taken some of the heat off you, Damien. You were on 53. You have to score 57 or less with this answer to get through to the head-to-head.
Only two I have an inkling. I know Sean Penn won an Oscar for Milk, but I don't know if Tim Robbins was in it, so I'm going to go for Helen Hunt and Jack Nicholson, As Good As It Gets.
Helen Hunt, Jack Nicholson, As Good As It Gets. Sounds good to me. There is a red line. If you come below that red line, you are through to the head-to-head. Helen Hunt, Jack Nicholson, As Good As It Gets. Let's see how many people said that. It's correct. You're through. Good score, 14. Gives you a total of 67. Richard.
Yeah, very good. They won Best Actor and Best Actress. It's the only two Oscars that film won, but two pretty good ones. If you had said Tim Robbins and Sean Penn in Milk, you'd have just scored 100 points. Alexander, do you know the answer to that one?
I'm getting Shawshank Redemption. No.
It's not Shawshank Redemption. It's actually Mystic River, and would have scored you 4 points. Liza Minnelli and Joel Grey.
Cabaret.
Cabaret is exactly right. That would have scored you 15 points. Charlton Heston and Hugh Griffith.
Ben-Hur.
Ben-Hur would have scored you 1 point. And if you know that Bette Davis and Faye Bainter won, you've just got yourself a pointless answer. Any idea?
What about Eve?
It's not all about Eve. It's a good guess. So it's Jezebel. Both won Oscars for Jezebel. That's a pointless answer. Very well done if you got that.
Thanks very much, Richard. So at the end of round two, the losing pair with the highest score, I'm afraid it's Kat and Aaron. Look at that, 111 you scored there. Bad luck. Kat, you did fantastically well. Morgan Freeman, Hilary Swank. Are you furious with Aaron?
No, it evens out the blame. I got the last one wrong. So.
OK, all right. Well, that's very, very gracious of you, Kat. Aaron?
Gonna have to watch more films.
It's ridiculous, isn't it? You wasted your childhood, presumably, going out and doing stuff. You should have been watching telly. Anyway, you have been fantastic, contestants. Sadly, this is your final chance on the show, so we say goodbye to you this time. But thank you so much for playing. You've been fantastic. Thank you. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many feature films starring Leonardo DiCaprio as they could. Could you be any more specific than that, Richard?
Yeah, quite a tricky one, this, I think. Any film, any feature film made for the cinema for which Leonardo DiCaprio has an acting credit. We're not going to include short films, documentaries made for TV films, anything like that. Things where he gets a credit. Vocal performances do count, though. So acting credits in feature films, and there are 20 on the list.
Thank you, Richard. And it's those really obscure ones, obviously, that we're going to try and find. Right, Katie and George, you're first. Katie.
I'm going to go for one of his first films, I think, which is What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Very good. Wow. Let's see how many of our 100 people said What's Eating Gilbert Grape. It's the right answer. It's good. Look at that. Down it goes. 10 points. That means, of course, that only 10 of our 100 people said What's Eating Gilbert Grape, and that scores Katie and George 10 points. A nice low score to kick us off this second round. On to our next pair, Chris and Dan. Chris, what are you going to say?
My one is also one of his early films. It's called This Boy's Life.
This Boy's Life. Very good. Let's see how many of our 100 people said This Boy's Life. It's correct. Down it goes. Down it goes. Very good. And it's pointless. That, of course, means that none of our 100 people said This Boy's Life, and it adds £250 to today's jackpot. Our total is now £1,250. So, Richard, This Boy's Life.
Yeah, well done, Chris. It's a great film, This Boy's Life. 1993, also has Robert De Niro in it. It's a wonderful film and a great answer.
Our first pointless of the day. On to our third pair. We're looking for feature films starring Leonardo DiCaprio. Pete, what are you going to go for?
I don't know many of his films at all, but I might take a complete stab in the dark and think he may have been a voice in Shrek.
Remember, of course, if it's an incorrect answer, you will score the maximum of 100 points. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Shrek. Oh! Well, that was a very brave stab in the dark. Unfortunately, it was a wrong stab in the dark, which means you do score that maximum of 100 points. You are now our highest scorers. On to our fourth pair, Ruth and Pauline. Ruth, what are you going to go for?
Well, this is just not one of my favourite categories, but I think I'll go for The Beach.
OK, we're looking for feature films starring Leonardo DiCaprio. You're going to go for The Beach. Let's see how many of our 100 people said The Beach. It's the right answer. 48. Not bad. That means that 48 of our 100 people said The Beach, and that scores you 48 points. OK, well, we're halfway through the round. Let's see where we are on the scoreboard. Obviously, Chris and Dan are doing fantastically well there with their pointless answer of 0. You keep up that low scoring and you're definitely going through to the next round. Oh dear, Pete and Andy looking a little bit dangerous there on 100. You've just got to hope that everyone else scores 100 on this next round and that you score as low as possible. Right, we're going to come back up the line. Will the second players please take their places at the podium? OK, Pauline, we're looking for feature films starring Leonardo DiCaprio.
OK, there's 2 that I'm thinking of, but I'm going to pick Romeo and Juliet.
Very good. You're going to go with Romeo and Juliet. There's the red line there. If you're below that red line, you're definitely through to the next round. If you're above that red line, you could still be in danger. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Romeo and Juliet. You're safe? It's good. Look at that. 14. That means 14 of our 100 people said Romeo and Juliet. That takes your score up to 62. Phew-wee, you're safe. OK, we are looking for feature films starring Leonardo DiCaprio. Andy and Pete, your turn. By some margin, you are our highest scorers. You have to be looking for a pointless answer here, or at least as low a score as you can.
I don't think I'm going to come up with a pointless answer, but I think the most obscure DiCaprio film that I can come up with is Catch Me If You Can.
Catch Me If You Can. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. It's the right answer. That's not bad. That means that 30 of our 100 people said Catch Me If You Can. That takes your score up to 130. I'm afraid that means you are definitely eliminated at the end of this round because you are so far ahead that even if Dan and Chris and George and Katie score 100 points, they still won't overtake your high score. But for the remaining pairs, there might be some more pointless answers out there, and each one of those will add £250 to our jackpot. So, Dan and Chris, what's it going to be?
I'm going to go for Blood Diamond.
Blood Diamond, very good. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Blood Diamond. It's good. Not bad. Look at that. Down it goes. 16. That means 16 of our 100 people said Blood Diamond. That takes your score up to 16. OK, we're looking for feature films starring Leonardo DiCaprio. George.
Alexander, I don't care. Titanic.
Well done. Come on. Let's live a little, as they said on the Titanic. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Titanic. 88. That means 88 of our 100 people said Titanic. It's good enough. That takes your score up to 98. You're safe. You're sailing into the next round. So at the end of round 2, the losing pair with the highest score, I'm afraid, Pete and Andy.
Never mind.
Bad luck, guys. It just wasn't your area, I guess.
Schwarzenegger, yep.
DiCaprio.
Pretty boys. Not interested.
Richard, what other answers were there in there?
There were 6 pointless answers. These are the answers that none of our 100 people could remember. Critters 3, the much-hyped follow-up to Critters 1 and 2, that was Leo's first ever film. Marvin's Room, which again is De Niro, and there are 3 others. Poison Ivy with Drew Barrymore, that was a pointless answer, nobody gave that. This Boy's Life we've already had from Chris, and Total Eclipse, which was a movie with David Thewlis, which I have to admit I've never heard of. We've already had the 3 worst possible answers. Pete and Andy gave us Catch Me If You Can, which was 3rd. Second, Ruth said The Beach. And the top answer, George, not giving a care, said Titanic, which got 88.